Want us to remember that at this time 1 week ago at Yamaval Resort and Casino, Corporate Greg hit you in the face with a pie. Happy birthday, buddy. Let's get to it. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
Happy birthday, Mase.
Hey, happy birthday, fool.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
And good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Andy.
Good afternoon.
What's up, Andy?
So, Ireland's off today.
What's up, man?
He never works on my birthday. Does he? Does he always take my birthday
I
off?
mean, I would have to go back in time and think about it.
Too much adulation?
Yeah, he talks to you enough.
Yeah, he does.
He leaves you alone. I
Yeah.
like to think of it as he leaves you alone on your birthday.
That's good.
It's
Yeah,
like a feud, like a Chris Paul, Scott Foster type
thing.
feud. It's coming
Exactly.
out on your
Exactly.
birthday.
So, question, just a protocol question. So, thank you to many, many people who have texted and emailed and all that stuff. Does each one get its own response? Should I respond to each one individually?
Yes.
Can just put the little heart thingy. That's it.
Oh, well, that's it.
That's
Just
it.
a little heart thing.
So
I'm good.
I disagree.
Okay,
I think you should say thank you to every single person that texts you.
Put a heart.
done. Oh, really? To every single person?
Every single person.
Just thank
if
you,
get a
thank you, thank you,
thank
thank
you,
you,
thank you.
thank
Like
you.
sometimes you can change it up
What
every
about
once
a
in a while.
TY? Can I do a TY?
Thank you, Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you can say, oh, I appreciate that. Just like you can change it up a little bit. Otherwise, just thank
Well,
you.
here's
is
the
fine.
problem, though. Like, how many of these people know each other? Because if they can compare notes and see that your response to all of them is exactly the same,
Yeah.
then your response seems insincere.
Thank you, TY. Much appreciated. TY.
Yeah, it starts becoming a problem.
TU.
Heart emoji. That's it. A little heart,
Heart
thingy.
emoji.
Hold
Yeah,
the bubble
heart
and
emoji.
put the heart.
There you go. I don't mind that at all. Yeah, I mean, I'm a big birthday guy. I like it to be celebrated. I have fun with it always. I'm ready for the cake whenever it gets here.
No, you're losing weight, so we didn't get you one.
It's true. I am losing.
Yeah.
By the way, do you notice this? What I'm wearing today, I'm like wearing my big boy dress like a grown-up.
That is a
clothes.
real shirt.
you.
Yeah, an
Yeah, spiffy
actual
today.
shirt.
It's
Spiffy.
fashionable.
Yeah.
It's buttoned down.
Yeah, you know what it's from? It's from that Untuck It place. I love the Untuck It place.
You know who first turned me on to Untuck It is Kevin Arnovitz.
Oh, really?
Any NBA fans knows Kevin's work.
Oh, sure.
He's been singing their praise for years. Actually, with that jacket, dare I say, Mase, you look really nice today.
Thank you. Yeah, I love that Untuck It stuff because, but it's super expensive.
Yes.
How much is it for one shirt?
Probably $100
For one
for
shirt?
one shirt. I think.
Holy
I mean, I'm just
No,
just
it is.
estimating, but it is.
I've gone there before. It is expensive.
It is, but
Yeah.
it's nice because you don't have to tuck it in and all that stuff. All the stuff. I should get an Untuck It endorsement.
There you go.
There you go.
Let's go, Justin
Ooh.
Schafflander.
Come on, get on it,
F
Justin.
It Friday and Untuck It Friday.
Oh,
Untuck It
Friday.
Untuck It rhymes with what you can't say.
Exactly.
I
Untuck
actually
It Friday.
Really like that.
Yeah,
Untuck
Untuck
it
It
Okay.
Friday. Untuck It Friday.
I expect a small piece of this.
Yeah, that's probably not
deal.
going to happen.
Yeah.
It's probably not.
Probably
gonna happen.
won't.
No.
Probably won't. But I will allow you another year of using the blame.
What an early
granted-
birthday gift to me.
I granted on a
Wow.
yearly basis
That's
allow
sweet of you.
you and your brother. We were talking yesterday about how women have got much deeper relationships with their friends than men have with their friends. And I was joking. I said, yeah, I mean, the Kamenetzky brothers, I've known them for years. I don't know how many kids they have.
You never
I don't
do.
know their names, except there's
Nope. Mm-hmm.
one named Ethan that says, Hoedown Dance Party on your phone. That's the only one that I really know. Is Ethan
Hey,
yours
aren't
or is
you the
Ethan?
guy who does the Lakers dance party hoedown on your phone?
Ethan is my brother's middle child. You met my daughter when she was very, very,
Very
little.
cute. Very
she
cute
was
girl.
cute.
Yeah.
She was it was a USC tailgate, which lets you know how long ago it was. That's when we did those things.
That was when we...
Yes.
How old is she now?
She's going to be 12 in a few
Yeah,
weeks.
congratulations. Happy birthday to her.
But that was a while ago.
Yeah, all right. So last, you gotta take them anywhere you can. I don't care how many free throws we get and how many free throws they get. I'm all good with it. After the game last night, it was very, very simple. Monty Williams said the score was 46-20. take it every day of the week. Every win is critical right now. Last night was a good one. And we're talking a lot about Austin Reeves. Anthony Davis also played really big.
He had a hell of a third quarter.
I said this week. I think if they make the playoffs, it's because of Anthony Davis, and if they miss the playoffs, it's because of Anthony Davis.
There's no question.
He's got to pick up this team and carry it.
He is. I mean, despite the Austin Reeves surge we've been seeing right now, Anthony Davis is the best player on this team.
Yes.
He's the only thing that you have that's close to a superstar. These are the responsibilities that come with being a superstar and the guy that's supposed to be the next franchise face of the Lakers.
Yes.
These are the responsibilities.
Now, on the Austin Reeves front, I mean, come on. Undrafted free agent. Look what he's doing right now. It is crazy.
He has been amazing. He's been absolutely amazing. The move to the starting lineup last night, he goes in, Malik Beasley goes out. Worked fantastic for Reeves, worked fantastic for the team. I think it brought out a lot good in AD, brought out a lot good in D'Lo, Jared Vanderbilt. Like, I don't know what happens if and when LeBron gets back, because maybe some of what you look to do with Reeves, he can't do as much with LeBron there. But until LeBron comes back, I can promise you Reeves is staying in that starting lineup. He's just been way too good to take him out.
Yeah. I was going to play something, but
What are you looking for?
Which one are you looking for? I have it.
I was looking for
Monty Williams?
I was looking for Jay Williams.
Jay Williams, I got
Jay
that.
Williams. Okay. Listen to what Jay Williams said today on KJ and M.
Now, I wanted to set it first, right? Until I started digging down into it. Now, I wanted to set it first, right? Until I started digging down into it. Well, if you bring back LeBron, this team can get potentially to the Western Conference Finals. How do you bring back LeBron? Like, the more I sit there and think about it, the more I think about when you bring back LeBron in this short period, how in the hell is Austin Reeves supposed to continue to play at this level? The ball's in Austin Reeves' hands a ton. You guys know the kind of lather, the kind of rhythm that you get when the ball's in your hand. You increase the amount of possessions, the volume of possessions. I feel way more comfortable with the Rock now. When LeBron comes back, and Austin Reeves has been balling, D'Lo has been balling, right? But now you bring LeBron James back. Are you going to play LeBron James off the ball?
Yeah, I think Jay Will's right. I think it would be a mistake to bring LeBron James back. Is that really what it's come to? I love our morning show. I like to call it Keyshawn in the morning. Jay Will's
Keyshawn likes
Max
to call it
is
Keyshawn
there.
in the morning.
Yes, he does. But, I think it is really a tough decision for the organization about whether or not you bring LeBron James back.
I mean, it's tough because it's no longer LeBron's team.
No, it's Austin's team.
It's Austin Reeves' team.
Yep. He's got a lather when
Yeah,
he's got the
he's
ball.
got a lather. He's the lathered Batman, and Anthony Davis is now his Robin.
Yeah.
I guess LeBron is Gleek. Remember the Wonder Twins?
I do,
Gleek.
Yeah, that's an old school reference.
It's an old school reference. Is there somebody that is third in the pecking order behind Batman and Robin?
Batman, Robin, Bat. Who would be third in the pack? I guess it would be Batgirl. Right? Who's third in the pecking order in
John would
Gotham
tell you that
City?
for saying Batgirl's third, you're going to get canceled.
Yeah, no, it's literally her name. Although, did they not cancel the movie?
They did actually cancel.
Like after they shot it, they shot the entire movie, and they said, "No, the Batgirl."
They did
we're
cancel.
not going to do it.
They did.
Yeah.
Look, I understand.
I think he makes a great point.
She-Hulk.
She-Hulk. There you go.
LeBron is She-Hulk. I mean, look, I understand that to let people behind the curtain for these shows to work, you need conflict.
Yes.
You need debate. That's pushing.
Gotta have a hot take.
That's pushing debate too far.
Yes, it is.
You bring LeBron back.
Yes,
there is no counterpoint to bring LeBron back.
I'm not an expert by any stretch, but I think they're a better team with LeBron James. Jay.
Yes,
Jay Williams.
I mean, do you have to figure out how to, reinsert the star and face of the organization, Austin Reeves, into all this? Look, it's up to Austin Reeves to take a back seat to LeBron.
Of course.
Like these are the things that sometimes your stars have to do. Sometimes they have to take a back seat to the all-time leading scorer in NBA history.
It does happen.
It's on Austin to be a professional.
He's got more points than anybody in NBA history. But can you afford to bring him back right now?
I don't know,
Says
man.
Jay.
I've seen, by the way, too. These are fantastic. Some incredible people have been hitting me up on Twitter at Cam Brothers with nicknames for Austin Reeves. From Ricky Rodriguez at Ricky with a lot of eyes, the Mayo Mamba for Austin. The Mayo Mamba.
Yep.
Then also from at Now X Uno, the D'Angelo Russell Austin Reeves backcourt, Vanilla Ice.
Vanilla
Ice.
I love
that.
that's
Is
actually
brilliant.
good.
I love that.
Vanilla Ice is
that's good.
awesome.
That's good.
Yes. Like, shout out to Now X Uno. That is fantastic.
Good job. Are we on YouTube today?
I hope
Yes,
so.
we are.
How do you get there?
YouTube.com/ESPNLA.
Yeah. There's certain songs that you can't help but start to dance along with.
A lot of people hitting us up in either the Mafia or on Twitter at Cam Brothers. Third in the pecking order, LeBron, because we've established Austin Reeves is now Batman.
Yep.
Anthony Davis is Robin.
Yes.
LeBron is Alfred.
Alfred!
He's Alfred. That's
Yes.
the perfect. That's
It was
the perfect
obvious.
person.
My apologies for missing something.
we totally screwed
so
that up.
obvious.
We missed
Totally screwed that up.
Alfred.
Yes.
He just sits in the cave,
Yes.
deploys the weapons.
Called upon if needed, but
Yes.
more often than not, no.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Worthy Splash just pointed out Alfred H. fits. The H is fitting. Yeah, we're not getting LeBron on this show.
So no, we've never. I don't think we've ever had LeBron in season on the show, have we, Bergman?
No, never.
Because you don't like guests.
No, I would have LeBron on whenever he wants.
You don't like
but he is
guests.
not going to come on because.
Have you ever made a request?
Yes, I have actually.
Have you?
I have made a request for LeBron.
You
and
have made a request.
Guess how many responses I've gotten from those requests?
I'm guessing
One.
One?
It was, I'll go and ask, but we'll see.
never.
No, absolutely not.
What about Austin Reeves?
I think we've had Austin on before, but we haven't requested him in a while.
Yeah.
We could try him out next
Yeah.
week.
Has LeBron done post-game interviews with John?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay.
And media day, I've talked to LeBron before. That's generally
Not
LeBron
this
didn't.
last year.
No, he didn't do
he
media
didn't do
day.
it.
This
I mean,
last
now's
year.
the time to get
Neither did
LeBron
Russ.
on the show. He could use the shine and, like, a little
Especially
bit of the
now that
publicity.
he's
Yes.
fallen to third in the pecking
He's third
order.
in the pecking order.
Yeah. All right, so Bergman's dying to get to it, so we will do it next. The UCLA Bruins playing tonight against Gonzaga in the Sweet 16. Bergman is going to break that game down for you in its entirety. He is the one guy I know around here that has watched every UCLA. Well, he and John Ireland.
He and
The
Ireland.
only two guys who have watched every UCLA game this year. That's coming up next. Mase and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet. here inside Yamava. Now on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday, Steve. And you know what, Steve?
Yes.
Or Mase. Sorry,
Mace,
I know
yeah.
you don't like being
I
called.
hate being called Steve.
I know.
It just
You know
annoys
it.
me.
Oh, sorry, Steve. Sorry.
Steven?
TT I like better
Steven
than
is
Steve,
okay?
actually.
TT.
Yeah.
Okay, TT. So Jorge and I did not forget about your birthday.
Yeah, we didn't.
We decided to write you a very heartfelt message.
Okay.
It is. It's a very heartfelt message. So,
We got it here.
yeah, to Mase, we would like to take a moment to wish you a very happy birthday. Today is a day to celebrate you and all that you bring to the world. Your unique talents, your kindness, your passion, and your drive are just a few of the many qualities that make you such an amazing person.
As we reflect on another year of your life, we feel grateful for your presence in our lives. You have undoubtedly touched the lives of so many people in positive ways, and your contributions have made the world a better place.
On your special day, we wish you continued success and happiness in all of your endeavors. May you find joy in the simple pleasures of life, and may you always have a sense of purpose and meaning in all that you do.
Thank you for being such an important part of our lives and being the wonderful person that you are. Happy birthday, Steve.
Happy birthday, Mase.
Wow. I'm genuinely touched.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, man.
I was waiting for the joke. at the
That was
end.
so much different
But
than
that
what I
was-
expected.
I thought
you
it was
guys
just going to be a big FU, Mace. but
No,
man.
that's
it was
very
almost
nice.
like you
Very
were reading a
heartfelt.
hostage video. It was so much different than what I actually expected.
No, that's very nice. Thank you,
Yeah.
guys.
Thank you,
guys.
ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Was it actually ChatGPT?
Hey, thanks, ChatGPT.
Oh, man.
Brilliant.
You use it all the time, so we got to use it on you.
I had to sign up for it and do the whole thing. and like,
that's
wow.
great.
Oh,
Thank
that
you,
was awesome.
ChatGPT.
Well played.
Thank you, AI. It
Well
means
played.
a lot.
We tried to play it serious
Oh,
so
you
bad.
did? You played it so serious?
God, I almost started dying laughing in the middle of reading the last line.
Thank you, ChatGPT.
Really well done.
That was
Yeah,
really
see,
well done.
Kids out there, you can write a paper now.
Exactly. All right, so it's 1 week till baseball season.
Baseball.
1 week from today, we will be talking about the Dodgers and the Diamondbacks, a night game at Dodger Stadium. Weirdly now that the opening day is a night game instead of an afternoon game. I think that started last year. I'm not sure why that is. Why is that we now open with a night game instead of a day
Apparently,
game?
it's happened before, but I always liked it that way. I liked it when it was every game at the same time in the middle of the day.
I like that
Or
it's
all
night
the-
game because I can go home and listen and
Right.
watch.
Yeah, sure, we can go watch
so
it.
we can go home and watch
But
it.
didn't you like doing it when we were actually on the
Yeah,
air?
it was fun when we
That's
did it on
fun.
the air. Yeah, that was really
Yeah.
fun. Yeah.
Too bad.
James Outman, if you're a Dodger fan, has officially made the roster. Rookie center fielder. You would
The
anticipate that he made the roster because he's going to play a lot. Tore it up this spring. Last year was up for a week and tore it up. So I have very high hopes for James Outman this year.
Well, they must be expecting to play because otherwise they want to get him that time on the field one way or the other.
Yes.
And also, too, they must figure they need him because they will also look to manipulate the service time as much as they possibly can.
Right.
So if they're bringing him up now, it means they figure he's got a solidified role that they need from him.
Yes, absolutely. And
Well,
you know,
also, he's not going to get meaningful at bats in AAA anymore.
No,
right?
no.
Like anything he does down there is secondary now.
yeah.
So he needs to have real major league pitching.
Yeah, I'm excited for him. I'm excited to see him. I'm excited to see Miguel Vargas, another rookie. I'm excited to see Ryan Pepio as the fifth starter this year. A lot of youth. This is the youth movement. This is the year that we didn't go over the salary cap, so we could sign Ohtani next year. I hope to hell that second part happens.
You know what? This is actually, I think, kind of an exciting season for the Dodgers in its own right, because it's the first season in a long time where you're not just expecting Bigfoot dominance.
Right.
Like you're thinking about them in a different way, because it's not just a given that they're going to run away with the division, and it's just a matter of how many games do they win, how healthy are they at the end, does it all feel for naught? Like this feels like a season where they may have to fight more if they're actually going to win it, and that's pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, I mean, I am totally happy if they get 95 wins and they're a wild card. If the Padres run away with the division, that's just fine. We ran away with it last year. Look where it got us. Just get into the tournament is the whole idea, the whole premise of this thing. And we don't need to expend a lot of energy if we've got a playoff spot.
No, totally agreed. 95 wins is still a lot of wins. There's times when 95 wins the division.
But think about that. That's 16 less than last year. I'm terrible at math.
It was 111 last year.
To 107.
It was 111.
So 6.
It's 16 less wins, but it's also you have to take off some for Trey Turner, and you have to take off for some of the losses where you don't have Buehler still. You don't have.
But it probably takes
Gonsolin.
93 wins to get into the postseason, don't you think?
Yeah, 93 to 95 is still a lot of wins.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying, because you don't need that much with 8 teams getting in. You might have the 3-game playoff.
Yeah.
But you're still going to get in.
So I came across a list of the best managers, best and worst managers in Major League Baseball, and they were ranked from last to first. So last place went to Phil Nevin of the Angels. I did not go through the rest of it because it was an effing slideshow, and I'm not going to go through any slideshow on any website ever.
It's the worst.
Stop giving me slideshows. I'm not going to fall for your pranks to show me more ads. No slideshows. Phil Nevin last. The rest of it, take your own best shot.
Well, it's also because they want you to click, and
I'm not
every time
clicking.
you click on the page, it
shows you a different ad.
Well, it gives you a different ad, but it's also they want the amount of clicks they get
the
on the
number of
website.
clicks.
Yeah, they're measuring per click.
Well, they got one for me. Phil Nevin. That's it. The rest of it, I don't care. So, Bergman, tonight, very big
Yes.
night. The
Huge
UCLA Bruins are in the NCAA tournament in the Sweet 16.
Can't wait.
They are playing Gonzaga. And, of course, that raises the eternal question. Who's going to guard Drew Timme?
So you're John Ireland today, I see. Okay.
Correct. I'm
That's
playing the
perfect.
role of John Ireland.
So if you want the actual answer,
Yes.
Adem Bona is one of the best defenders in the country,
Yep.
and he's one now with Jalen Clark out because of his injury. He is the best defender on the team, so he's going to be guarding him. He's also 6'10". Kenneth Nuba is going to come off the bench, and so is Mac Etienne, and they are both 6'10" and will be able to do a decent enough job on him.
So if Drew Timme, I just heard this on the Sports Center today with Hannah Storm, if Drew Timme scores 20 points tonight, he will have more 20-point games than any player has ever had in NCAA tournament history.
He has been playing forever.
Yeah, he
it
has
feels like he was on the Gonzaga team with Adam Morrison. Like
Yeah,
he's just
yeah.
been around forever.
Yep. Bergman, are you optimistic? What's the line on this game?
So last I saw it was 2.5, but let me just make sure of it.
Yeah,
but
because I'm expecting mythical money on this.
It's UCLA minus 1.5.
You going to put some mythical
I
money
will
on there?
not put mythical money on.
Really?
I
Why
don't-
not?
I don't bet on my teams.
Oh,
Ever.
come on.
I don't. You can look at my history. I don't bet on my teams.
All right, give me 10 grand on Gonzaga.
See, that actually worries me, okay? First of all, this actually worries me because Jorge bets against everything and always wins. So I'm a little you're making me feel
Jorge
bad.
will
You
bet
play
against
the
anybody.
game
Bets
to
against,
win.
bets
You don't know
against the
anything about either
Lakers,
team.
Who
bets
cares?
against-
It's making money.
He knows about Drew Timme. He knows that.
Well,
'cause
here's the
he's
thing,
alive.
because Jorge admittedly knows nothing, he can't bet with his heart.
Exactly.
Like emotion never gets in the way of Jorge's bets.
But the problem is that he was right. Like if he would have bet on UCLA, I'd be like, okay, that he's getting all of his bets right. But he's going against me, so I don't like it.
Oh, Jorge. Jorge just doesn't care. He's
No.
got like 300,000 mythical dollars. He's way in front. Look at him. He's like a supervillain over there.
Scrooge McDuck swimming through his mythical money in that vault.
Yeah.
You're going to go down to $323,000 after this.
man.
I actually do feel really good about it. I don't know why. I think they have a great defense. Their offense has been playing really, really well. They have everything that you need in the tournament. You have a guard. You have senior leadership. You have a big man in the middle that can guard Drew Timme. Yes, Ireland. That can guard Drew Timme.
Right.
They have all the things that are there to make a long run. I think this is the team that's going to do
You've got a head coach that looks like a supervillain.
it. And who's awesome. He's not going to be happy with this either. Like,
No,
even
he
if they
won't.
beat
Even if
Gonzaga,
they win,
he'll be like,
he'll have a sour look on his face.
right. He's going to have that whole Kobe attitude about it.
Is there another game
Job's
I
not
should be
finished.
watching tonight? What time is that game?
6:45.
And then is there a late game, or is that the late game?
That
or
is
how's
the late game.
That is the late
That
game.
is the late game. So there's other games, but what are you going to do? Are you going to watch the game, or are you going to go have dinner?
I'm going to go have dinner, but
And not
I'll
watch
have
the game.
early dinner. I'll have early dinner so I can watch Drew Timmy.
You're going to have 5 o'clock dinner?
5 o'clock dinner. A little 5 like my mom and not stepdad Leo. 5 o'clock dinner.
Are they coming out?
No, they're not coming. We just saw them on.
Oh yeah, you guys did something over the
We
weekend.
just saw them on
5 o'clock boil. That's what you're having.
Yeah. Now, have you ever had a crab boil?
No, but I've always wanted to.
Yeah,
It's good.
they do a
It's really
great
great.
crab boil with potatoes
Yeah.
and crab and lobster and clams and mussels and like some andouille sausage.
Yeah,
in
it's a
there
New
and-
England thing.
Yeah, it's a New
It's
England.
very New England, East Coast.
And then a corner. Yeah, you sent. Well, I'll save that. But I am either going to do that chicken parmesan at one of my favorite restaurants, Vito's, which is on
chicken parm
Ocean
sounds
Park in Santa Monica, and the third one is Boa on Ocean at the beach.
Fancy.
Ooh.
Yeah, so one of those three.
Is it dealer's choice? Is it going to be from Juan? Does he choose?
Nope, I choose anything I want tonight. I get anything I want.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah. So I
sounds
haven't.
good.
And you get a chat GPT message.
Yes, exactly. All right, coming up next for you, going to spin the wheel of questions. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course, but we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
One to 4 p.m. You know what it's time for? What is this? It's time for Wheel of Questions. Producer Jorge, are you ready with that wheel? Hit it!
All right, here we go. My wheel today, and it is all birthday themed. And look at that. What was your most memorable birthday?
Oh, that's easy.
Really?
My 21st.
Yeah.
My friends in college could have killed me on
Really?
my 21st.
Tell
Yes.
me about it.
I had just had a skiing accident like 3 or 4 days before that. It turns out I blew up my ACL and my cartilage.
Ooh, wow.
Yeah, it was a bad accident. So I was in an immobilizer, like I really couldn't get around. I was on crutches, all that stuff. And I had an MRI planned the next day. So I originally wasn't going to do anything at all. I was frankly pretty bummed out about the whole thing. My friends are all like, oh, you got to go out. It's your 21st. You have to go out. They're like, we'll just go to one bar, like a campus bar, so you don't have to like bar hop, move around. I was like, okay. But I'm telling you right now, I'm not really drinking much because I got this MRI the next day. I don't want to possibly fall, make it worse. I probably had like 5 beers before we left, before we even got to this bar. Once we got to this bar, all of my friends are like buying me drinks left and right, left and right. I reach a point where I'm going to get sick, but I can't get up. So I'm like throwing up in pitchers at this table, but then drinking more. And then apparently, I don't remember any of this, but apparently random strangers were like buying me drinks. They're like, dude, buy this guy a shot. He'll do whatever. It doesn't matter. Like he'll get sick and he'll do it again. For like 2 or 3 weeks after, though, because I was on crutches still, random people on campus would be like, dude, you're that guy from the 9-0. Like, you're amazing. I've never seen anything like this before.
Wow.
Yeah, I really could have died that night.
Really?
My friends in retrospect are like, seriously, we could have killed you. It was totally irresponsible.
Damn. All right. Bergman?
So what's crazy is that it's also my 21st birthday, which I shouldn't remember because of how hammered I was.
Right, I'm surprised you remember anything.
Isn't that weird though, Andy? Like you remember your most memorable birthday is the one that you don't fully remember.
I remember bits and pieces of it, and it's also been pieced together for me by my friends who remember it more.
Right.
Like a lot of what I remember is their tellings of what happened.
Right.
But no, I don't remember anything.
So, Bergman, 21.
So, it was my 21st birthday, and I went to, on City Walk, there's a piano bar called Howl at the Moon.
Oh, at the top.
Yeah.
At the top, which was so much fun. And I told everyone, no shots. I want no shots. And eventually that absolutely happened. But they weren't just giving me shots of tequila, that started with tequila. Then it became Three Wise Men. Then it became, which was Jim, Jack, and Johnny.
Right.
And then it became, just whiskey shots of Jack Daniels. And it just was so much. And I was fine until we went over to down the way. There was the other bar with the bull. What was that? What's the bar with the bull?
Saddleback.
Saddle
Ranch or something like that.
That was the spot for like a year.
Saddle Ranch. Yeah,
yes.
Saddle Ranch. And they put me, while I was this hammered, they put me on the bull. And that was the end of my night. That night I ended up in the bathroom at Saddle Ranch and like laying on the ground until they picked me up and brought me into a car. And then I had to go back to my apartment. And I really liked my Xbox and playing video games at the time. And they found me in the morning, took pictures of me wrapped around my Xbox. Like that was my pillow. I was hugging my Xbox while I was I really liked Counter-Strike.
Jorge, 21st birthday?
My 21st. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody I used to work at a restaurant.
Yep.
So everybody had requested that night off. So they made me work the afternoon. I usually work mornings. And then,
good afternoon.
Yeah, they were all planning, my birthday party.
Yep.
My coworkers even got my parents involved.
Oh,
so
wow.
then they picked me. Yeah, so they picked me up and they drive me around, blindfold me, and then they drove me around different places. And then we get to liquor store, and as soon as I walk into this liquor store, blindfolded, they just took me there to throw me off. So we were walking in, and the security guard at the liquor store was like, "Welcome to the gayest bar in town." And I was pissed. I was like, "Oh man, like, what are you guys doing?" So they're like, "No, it's just a joke, bro." So we got some beer, and then we ended up at my aunt's house, I believe it was.
Yeah.
And then everybody was there. My mom, everybody was just a big surprise. And then
So my 21 didn't mean anything because drinking age in Ohio when I was going to school was 19. So I'd already gotten well underway by the time I was 21. My most memorable birthday was 51. Had Juan threw me a party. There was like 120 people at the house. It was a big, gigantic party. Juan brought out a cake that said "Happy Birthday to me," which was like I loved, of course. And I was just with all my friends, had a really good time, really memorable night. I never had a big thing about, like, I don't remember 40, I don't remember 30, I don't remember 21. I don't remember those birthdays, but I do remember 51.
51.
Yeah.
It's like, remember Breaking Bad? When he has the 52 with the bacon and the pancakes.
Oh, right.
In the Denny's type restaurant.
Yep.
Like sometimes it's the random ones that stick out.
So it's funny you mention that because there is a promo that baseball did, and it involves our friend Bryan Cranston.
This game is for you, the fan. You want the action to flow, the bat on the ball, and carrying on the base paths. This is the game we all want to see. Get the ball, pitch the ball. Keep the defense on their toes. Field like Ozzie, run like Ricky. So get that shift out of here. Free up the players to put on a show. It's the best game in the world. Now it's even better.
I like that baseball is selling these changes. I like that the shift being gone is a thing that you can talk. I mean, there are guys that are going to so benefit from no shift. Max Muncy's a guy just off the top of my head. Max Muncy's going to benefit from no shift. He's going to see bigger holes and make a huge difference. Stolen bases going to increase. You're not allowed to throw over more than twice. The bases are as big as pizza boxes. I think we're going to see a lot of stolen bases. And the pitch clock and the amount of time that a batter has a chance to dig into the box, 30 seconds, 18 seconds respectively, I think is going to move the game along. We saw spring training games. There was one spring training game that went 9-8 final, 2 hours and 41 minutes.
It's nice.
Yeah. I mean, there's going to be a pace to it, and I'm a traditionalist. I always thought it's great that baseball's the one game without a clock, but I also recognize that the game has to evolve and change just like everything else, and this is a positive evolution for the game.
Well, the thing I like about these rule changes is I do think that they're going to take getting used to for the players, and I think also for audiences as well, and there's certain aesthetic things that maybe you won't like in the beginning, maybe you won't like at all. But fundamentally, it does not change the game.
Right.
Like, baseball is not going to feel like a different game to you in terms of the overall product. And look, some of these things like, eliminating the shift, there are going to be good managers who figure out how do you counter the shift being
By the way,
eliminated.
have you seen the way to scam the shift?
Oh, yeah, where you bring the left fielder over.
Where you bring the left fielder over and put him in shallow. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, they took a look at the fine. They took a look at the fine print.
Yeah,
they said there's nothing in there about a left fielder.
There are going to be general managers that find a workaround to that.
Exactly.
And if they want to try it, good for them. Different way to scam the game, but they're probably going to do it.
I mean, they're going to have to. But even if you say, okay, you can't bring the left fielder over, they'll find something else.
Yeah,
that
no,
these
guys are these MBAs that run teams are so smart, they'll figure out a way to deal around it. But I think it's going to be such an exciting baseball season, and I'm excited to see. I'm glad that baseball is selling these changes.
It's cool. It's cool they got Cranston to do it because he's in real life a huge baseball fan.
Huge Dodgers fan.
Yeah,
loves the Dodgers.
Loves Wally Moon. He told me that during an interview.
Did he?
Yes, old-time Dodger. He loves. That was like a guy he grew up watching.
Wow.
So he's been doing it forever.
Yeah, I grew up here, big Dodger fan. So I was reading last night. Actually, I'll hold this because we got it. I was reading about the metaverse last night. Okay, don't turn off your radio yet. I read something really, really weird about the metaverse that I never thought of before. And
with all the time you spend thinking about the metaverse,
yes,
this never occurred to you.
This never occurred to me. This is a scenario I never would have thought of. Plus, will Kyrie be here next year? And if he is, does that mean everybody else is gone that we're watching on this new look Lakers team? We'll get to that coming up too. Mase in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Big one? Keanu Reeves going to pop out of it?
Whoa.
Would you eat any of it?
So,
The cake.
so
I just got it.
So I do not fully. You guys are ridiculous.
You said it.
You didn't say anything, actually.
You ignored it.
You ignored it. There, I laid out. So the metaverse is going to happen. I don't exactly understand exactly why or how or what it's going to do, but I read this article where you can send your avatar, I guess, to the avatar of a psychiatrist. And your avatar can have a session with the psychiatrist avatar. Now, I assume this is the equivalent of going to a shrink, which I'm all for. But, like, is there metaverse health insurance? Is there a metaverse dentist? Is there, I mean, does this not sound crazy?
It's like a combination of, like, remember hologram Tupac? And, like, you go to hologram Tupac concerts?
Yes.
This is like the equivalent of that mixed with, what was the name of they were a craze for a while, those toy pets that people would take care of?
Rock?
Tamagotchi?
Tamagotchis.
Oh, is that on your phone?
Oh,
No,
it was a little device.
Oh, little
Like a little
circle.
device, and like you had to feed your Tamagotchi,
Yeah,
or else
good.
it would
It
die.
would die. It would literally
Right.
die.
It would
yeah.
die?
Yeah.
This is the equivalent of Tamagotchis meeting hologram Tupac the Shrink.
Right.
Like, essentially, you're sending fake thing to fake event. It's the next step over from just going to the fake concert. You're sending your fake self to the fake concert. In this case, your fake self to the fake psychiatrist.
So, I am a proponent of going to I always think if somebody's going to a shrink or going to a psychologist, I'm like, yeah, good for you working it out. I guess this is just another way to do that, right?
I don't think there's anything wrong with this. It's like having a virtual session on your phone with your psychologist.
But like I just get on Zoom with my shrink.
It's the same thing though. But you're putting on a headset. And
A
you're seeing them,
headset
like you're
and an
actually sitting
avatar
with
goes
them.
to the avatar shrink.
Sure, but you're still in charge of the avatar.
I mean, are you
I don't think it's
there?
that bad.
Are you there while the avatar is getting therapy, or are you off doing something else?
No. You're there. You're having the conversation, right?
Yeah, I suppose
I don't
you're
know.
there having the conversation with the pretend shrink, who's not a pretend shrink, but is a shrink who has an avatar.
I feel like people would be more comfortable in person with your shrink instead of being over Zoom. So this is just an easier way for you to stay home, them to stay home, and you can still be in the office setting without actually being in the office setting.
I'm not sure where this is going.
This was your conversation.
I'm not sure where it's all going. Not This is my conversation, but I'm not sure where this is all going. I see Facebook. Facebook's all about the metaverse, and I don't even know. I mean, my mom's on Facebook. She shares recipes. I can't imagine she's ever going to be in the
How
metaverse.
many places does she share recipes? Because she does it on TikTok. She does it on Facebook.
She reads recipes on TikTok. She posts recipes on Facebook.
Okay.
Look, this is the future that we were promised in WALL-E. Remember when that guy is just sitting in the room and everything's happening in front of him and he doesn't have to get up from his chair?
Right.
This is just the next extension of that. Like, we are eventually going to be living like 100-year-long sedentary lives where you experience everything from birth to death, but you never leave a room to make it happen. Or you barely ever leave your immediate surroundings because everything's getting done for you. And like, people now, we're training generations to just treat experience as seeing something, as opposed to living it.
Yes.
Like, there was a really interesting interview I saw with Keanu Reeves where, he's been doing movies about this sort of AI stuff for years.
Yeah, he loves it. He's into it.
Right. But he's also fearful of it. And he said that he was talking to a young person and they were talking about the Matrix and like the idea of red pill versus blue pill, one being fake, one being real. And this person was talking about taking the blue pill, like, wanting to live the quote unquote fake existence. And Keanu was like, well, that's fake. And the young person's response was, I don't care. Like, what difference does it make if it's fake?
See, I'm a red pill guy.
You're a red pill guy?
Oh, yeah.
You want the real deal?
Red. I want the real. I want to see what's really going on.
You're a third eye open guy.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Are you a red pill guy or a blue pill guy?
I'd like to think of myself as a red pill guy, but in reality, I think I'm too lazy. I'm the blue pill guy.
Yeah, you're the blue pill guy. I'm the blue pill guy.
Are you?
Well, if you go into the red pill, you're going into a world of dystopia where it's just madness and it's terrible. There's,
I want to do bullet time.
Machines. Well, yeah, okay, that would be cool. But all you have to see is one instance of deja vu and everything goes to hell.
It's a lot of effort to be the red pill guy. Like, you never have a day off. You never have any downtime.
But don't you want to know what's really going on? Like, I want to know what's really going on behind the stuff that I see going on.
I look at blue pill world, and it already seems pretty bad. Like, I don't know how much
blue pill world
worse.
isn't that great.
Right. Like,
yeah.
Not
like,
really.
It's not like we're all living in this just, la-di-da paradise in blue world. Like, blue world increasingly seems worse. I don't know if I necessarily need to see the worst version of blue pill world.
The difference is you can kind of, in blue pill world, you can kind of let it go. You can get it past it. In red pill world, it's there no matter what. You're just in terrible times.
What if I told you
constantly.
I already took the red pill? I already took the red pill.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I think
First chance I got.
I think you're thinking of a different pill.
Yeah, exactly. Jorge, you're a total blue pill guy.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
All the way.
There are no pills blue enough for Jorge.
Yes. All right, so I wanted to get to this because this came off on Twitter yesterday from Jovan Buha, who's a really good writer. Who's he write for?
The Athletic.
The Athletic, yeah. They have good stuff over there.
They do.
So there is this Kyrie Lakers thing that bubbles around Ireland, Michael Thompson. They're like all in, we want Kyrie.
Star effing driven town.
Driven town, exactly. So I personally like what Rob Pelinka did at the trade deadline a lot.
Yep.
And I think it forms what will be a really good core moving forward. And to put this into some perspective, like for D'Lo is a free agent, so he's a walkaway free agent that they will need to sign. Maybe that's $30 million. I don't know.
I think it'll be less. Is. I think it'll be somewhere between 20 and 25.
Okay. If the Lakers were to pursue Kyrie Irving because of salary cap, they would need to renounce D'Angelo Russell.
Mm-hmm.
They would have to, and Rui Hachimura.
Yep.
They would have to decline Malik Beasley's team option, which I think is 16.
Yep.
And they would have to waive Jared Vanderbilt and Mo Bamba to create cap space.
Yeah, both those guys are owed guaranteed about $300,000, but their respective salaries, Vanderbilt's 4.5, Bamba's about 10.3. Most of those would get waived, free and clear.
So choosing Irving would essentially force the Lakers to punt on their trade deadline additions. What a disastrous mistake that would be.
It would feel like they've learned nothing from what got them in the position where they eventually are right now, which I think Rob Pelinka did brilliant work at the deadline.
Fantastic work. Congratulations to Rob Pelinka.
But this was not easy at all. And unwinding mistakes like that can be really difficult. If you're going to be doing this with Kyrie, you're likely looking, because he's going to have to take a pay cut to do this because the Lakers cannot give him a full max.
Right.
Like, even if they renounce everyone, they will not have the space for that.
Does anybody give Kyrie a max?
I don't know if they do or don't. Well, Dallas might have to. For everything they gave up to bring him in.
They may, yeah. They may.
Unless it is just an utter disaster, they may have to do this. But I don't know how many other teams would, but depth matters, and also optionality matters. Like, if you retain most of these guys, let's say you re-sign reasonable deals, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell, Rui Hachimura, you keep Vanderbilt, who's a bargain, and let's say you retain Malik Beasley, you let Mo Bamba walk. They've barely seen Mo. That could make sense.
By the way, you also got to re-sign, or you got to sign Austin Reeves.
Right. That's less
like
complicated.
$51 million or something like that is the projected.
That's the max the Lakers can offer. They can match a higher offer. Like, if somebody else, because Austin Reeves is restricted, the Lakers, the most they can sign him outright on their own is, I think, $4 and $50, something like that.
Right.
But if he gets an offer that's like $4 and $65, the Lakers can match it. They
should.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's playing in a way right now where, can you imagine the optics of the way he's playing if they let Austin Reeves walk over money after letting Alex Caruso walk over money? Like, both undrafted, free, legit NBA players, like their own guys, in the case of Austin Reeves, truly their own discovery. Like, the optics on that would be awful.
Reeves is the best undrafted free agent in Lakers history.
Look,
what we're looking at right now, what we looked at last night, what we looked at the last few games, I mean, Austin Reeves is the real deal.
Yeah, I mean, Alex Caruso is an elite defender, and he might be better at that one skill than any other one skill Reeves has. Reeves is a better overall player than Caruso.
Yeah.
Like, Reeves is better at more things, and on both sides of the ball, he's more aggressive as a scorer. He's a better playmaker.
Gets to the line, man. He attacks the basket. He kind of flings himself up into the air, somehow figures out how to get a shot near the backboard, and winds up drawing fouls. I mean, there's a number floating around here. Bergman, do you have that number, the free throw number on Austin Reeves?
It was 53. I did. I got to find it.
Yeah,
now
I
again.
also did. I also did have it. Trust us, it's really impressive.
It is very. It
is
extremely
really
impressive.
Super impressive.
Austin Reeves. Here it is. I found it. I just have to open up this link right now and.
Yep, and there it is.
Oh, I see it. It's floating right
It's
here.
unbelievably impressive.
It's really
thing.
good from
It's
ChatGPT.
Take the red pill and see it.
I got it.
All right. Austin. Well run.
Yes.
Austin Reeves has attempted 53 free throws in his last 4 games, the most over a 4-game span by a Lakers player since Anthony Davis in October of 2019. It's the most over a 4-game span by a Lakers guard since Kobe Bryant in April 2013.
Yeah. He is in attack mode all the time.
Yeah.
Yes.
And he is good, like legitimately good at drawing fouls. Like, this isn't all just grifting. He's not doing like the Trey Harden jut your butt out to get.
No.
Like, he's legitimately. I mean, all drawing fouls is some degree of trickery. Like, that's
and
part of the
there's
game.
a little trickery.
Of course,
but it's attacking and it's flinging and it's
right. His foul drawing is much more dignified than like Trey Young or James Harden, or some of these other guys.
He's technically not flopping the way those guys do.
No,
he's doing the opposite of flop. He's actually moving forward. He's not flopping back.
No, I mean, look, nobody in this league risks their face more than Austin Reeves. Like, frankly, I'm concerned this guy's playing with a concussion. He's always getting hit in the face multiple times a game, and he ain't flopping on those. Like, he's not selling that contact. Like, he's getting really hit.
Yeah, he was great last night. And not to be lied, I mean, Bergman and I were, all over Anthony Davis after the last few games and sitting out Houston, screwing up Dallas, and having rather pedestrian numbers against Orlando, and rightfully so. He was great last night.
Yeah.
He attacked. He got to the line.
Third quarter in particular,
he was aggressive.
He took over.
Yeah, third quarter, he was fantastic.
It was a good game for D'Angelo Russell, too. And this is in part, too, why I think Reeves being in the starting lineup matters. Like, you're adding another playmaker. You're allowing another guy that can set up AD. D'Lo can actually play off ball now.
Yep.
Where, like, before he pretty much always had to be running everything, and that's not the best use of D'Angelo Russell. Like, in a lot of ways, Austin Reeves isn't taking Malik Beasley's spot. He's actually taking LeBron's spot. He's actually doing the stuff that you would want from LeBron. Obviously not at a level LeBron can do it.
No.
But more so than Malik Beasley can do it.
No question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand why Austin Reeves in the starting lineup made so much sense last night, and I would imagine we're going to see more of that.
Yeah, I mean, at least till LeBron gets back.
And the LeBron thing is weird today because Woj said maybe the last 3 games, and then McMenamin said targeted 3 games, and then LeBron came out and said, guys, thanks, God bless your sources, but I'm in control of my own. It's like, just, it was not necessary.
Well, there was nothing really to refute. Like, they said the Lakers hope that he can be back for the next few games. Like, I can tell you that with no sourcing.
Yes, we don't need a source for that.
They hope LeBron's going to be back. Of course they do.
Yes.
I can tell you that.
Exactly. Blue Pill Jorge can tell you that.
All right, coming up next for you. You know, there's a guy, actually a girl I follow on Instagram, and you guys all follow people like this, woman on Instagram. And I just don't know how they do it. I'll explain what I mean coming up next. Plus, with UCLA playing Gonzaga tonight, it is high time we hear a tribute to the great Jaime Jaquez. We will do that coming up next. Mason in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap right now standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
I don't know why you told me to tease the other stuff when we've got the great Anita Marks standing by.
You know, I wanted it to be a surprise for you. That just she was going to come here and she's going to tell you everything you need to know about the tournament and golf coming up.
Is she there?
Almost.
Almost.
She's actually on. We're just trying to get it mixed.
Anita's almost here. She's arriving momentarily. Oh, hey, Anita, how are you?
Hi. I'm great. I mean, I'm still alive in my bracket. Are you?
Oh yeah, I've got Xavier and Creighton. I had them from the start.
Look at you. Okay. What about UCLA? How far do you have your Bruins going?
I got him losing tonight, but Bergman is all over him. He's a Bruin. He's got him all. He's all over him for tonight. What's the line on the Bruins game tonight?
What is the line right now? Because it's all over the place, and I don't. Hold on one second. Let me call it up because it moves. I want to give you the right line. So right now they're favored. Right now they're favored by 1. The over/under is 145.5. And I'll tell you what my play here is. I'm staying away from a side, even though I do lean towards Gonzaga. But for me, I like the over here tonight. Listen, both of these teams played their conference tournaments in Las Vegas. They're very comfortable with this court. At some point in time, Clark and him being, not, as I like to call it, active and attractive, I think their defense is going to have to really take a hit. Maybe this is the game against the Zags. Watson has been absolutely terrific, and the Zags 75th ranked defense efficiency. So I think the play here, believe it or not, is the over at 145.5. I'm zigging where everybody zags. I know that. No pun intended.
Yeah. All right. By the way, you're on tonight, right?
I am on tonight.
7 to 10, Bet LA.
I know you're my biggest fan.
I got to put it on my iCal so I can remember that you're on tonight. Putting it.
It's going to be. Listen, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be hard because I'm going to be hosting while the games are going on.
I know. That's exactly right.
But you might not be aware of this. Like, women are better multitaskers. Is that even a word? Than men. Are you aware of that? Did you know that women multitask better than men? So
I think I'll be all right. Buy that. Is that like in Vegas? Is that at a book somewhere? Men don't multitask as well as women?
So Mars, Venus chapter?
Exactly. I think that's where not that I've ever read that book before, but I think that's where it stemmed from for sure.
So what else do you like to? It's a fun time. There's a lot going on. We've got Sweet 16 games tonight. We talked about UCLA Gonzaga. Where else are you putting your money tonight?
All right, let's run through it. So tonight, tips off at the Garden, baby. Izzo in New York City. Are you kidding me? And one of his best players, Ty Walker, he said, "Coach, just get me to the Garden. It's my dream." I think Ty Walker goes off. I know a lot of people love Kansas State, and I love Kansas State. Okay? But now this line has flipped. Michigan State was getting 2. Now they're favored by 1 for a reason. Izzo at the Garden. It's going to feel like a home game for those Spartans. So I do like Michigan State, and I'll lay the points. Arkansas going up against UConn. Tip-off is at 7:15. I love UConn. I've got UConn coming out of that region of death. Unfortunately, I'm sure UCLA fans don't want to hear that. But this squad is so good. Top 20 in offense and defensive efficiency. Their defense is great against the 3. Also, they're really good in transition defense, and the way that Arkansas scores points is on fast break opportunities. So I'll lay the 3.5 with UConn. FAU going up against Tennessee. Tennessee is so damn good. I love FAU. I love their storyline. I'm from Miami. These owls reside in the mouth of the rat. How do you not want to root for them? But I just think Tennessee is I think they're just too good here. You've got 4 seniors. They came back. They've got the best defense still alive in the tournament. And then last but not least, again, we talked about Gonzaga going against UCLA. Slight lean towards Gonzaga getting the points. But again, I think the play here is the over at 145.5. I think Gonzaga is going to find a way to score some points. And I think we're going to see Timmy get to the free throw line quite frequently later on tonight against UCLA.
Hey, Anita, sort of an overarching question about the tournament. We've talked before here on this show about how, from our perspective, college basketball doesn't seem to have the same cachet in the tournament as it did maybe 10 years ago, certainly 20 years ago, going back. From what you've seen, is the money still coming in on the betting with this? Is it as strong as ever?
Oh, God, yes. Even more so because more and more states are legalizing gambling. Hello, LA, wake up, stop being 2000 and late. And it's legal now, right? Like before, a lot of people we all had bookies. I had bookie, bookie was at my golf course, so, so now it's legal, and also I think it's more front and center. Like, I'm going to be on Daily Wager tonight in about 12 minutes.
Right.
I've got my daily wager hit to talk about, my picks and plays. So, and we're seeing it. I don't know if you guys are watching the XFL, but it's part of the conversation now. It's part of the conversation because it's legalized. So yeah, absolutely. And I'll say this: I love this year's tournament. I love the fact that we're not going chalk out of all four regions, right? And we're questioning whether or not Houston gets there. A lot of people are anticipating, Texas to take them out. We might not have one. I like Creighton upsetting Alabama. We might not have one in the Final Four. And to me, when you've got parity in any sport, that's your secret sauce.
So you said it at the beginning, is your Final Four still alive? Like, I don't know how many brackets you do, but your main bracket, is your Final Four still alive?
How long have we known each other? How many brackets do you think I have?
25.
Okay. Hey, that's fair. I'm at 20. I'm playing
20
brackets.
I'm playing. Well, I'm playing in 5 pools, and each pool allows a total of 4. You're not allowed more than four brackets. So anyway, to answer your question, I've got Tennessee coming out, and they've got a really, really easy ride now, in my opinion, to get there. And then I'm 50-50 with Creighton and Alabama. I really love this Creighton team. I've even put some money down on Creighton to win this whole damn thing. I've got Houston coming out. Houston's my only number 1 that's representing. And then I'm 50-50 between Gonzaga and UConn. But what I've seen from UConn has just been absolutely spectacular. I've also put on some money on them to pull the upset and possibly win this whole damn thing as well.
So in fairness, I did one bracket. It's broke. You did 20. Wasn't one of them bound to be close?
Yeah, listen, I'm alive and thriving in all of my pools. I have a really good shot of winning them all. And if I do, I'm happy to send you a case of wine.
Wow, that's crazy. That's throwing down the gun. So we've got some following here. Alan Sliwa is our midday guy, Travis and Sliwa show, and he's a San Diego State alum. What does San Diego State look like against Alabama tomorrow?
Yeah, listen, I love San Diego State's defense. Tennessee has the best defense still alive in this tournament, but I'd say San Diego State second best defense, especially against the 3-point shot. They're holding their opponents to 29% from behind the arc, and that's the bread and butter for Alabama. That's the majority of how they have found success is from downtown. So I think San Diego State can match up really well against Alabama. I think Alabama wins, but I do like San Diego State covering. So give me the 7.5.
Is there a good sleeper bet out there you like?
Sleeper bet. I'm on Texas laying the points against Xavier. I do like the Miami Hurricanes covering against Houston. I think Houston wins, but I love Miami's guard play. And if they continue to shoot as well as they have, I faded them coming into the tournament. Full disclosure, I had Drake beating them in the round of 64. They came in my opinion, they lost to Duke in the ACC championship game. I faded them, but boy, have they turned it around for me. So I do like Miami getting the points against Houston. Like I said, I like San Diego State getting the points against Alabama. But to say I've got a sleeper at this point, I don't. Listen, I'm going to be rooting for FAU. What a great storyline, and these guys have a lot of heart, and there's going to be a lot. That's going to be a feisty game tonight, especially Tennessee. Did you guys watch that Tennessee Duke game?
Yeah,
that was more like a men's lacrosse game than a basketball game. All the bumping and grinding that was taking place in the paint. This FAU Tennessee game is going to be real feisty. It's going to be physical. This FAU, these guys, they don't back down to anyone. It's going to be good. I still think Tennessee pulls it out at the end.
Now, I get a note about stuff that we're going to talk about. Do you bet a lot on golf?
It is my favorite sport to bet on. And by the way, did you know that I'll be hosting a golf show here on 710 ESPN LA starting the Sunday before the Masters, called On the Tee with Anita Marks?
Wow. Now, that's not just a gambling show, is it?
No, it is not just a gambling show, but a lot of gambling will be discussed.
Because you're a great golfer.
That's it.
Well, thank you. We haven't played yet, but I appreciate that. Yes, I teeter around anywhere between a 12 or a 10 handicap.
That's very good.
That is good.
Very good.
So it's solid. It's solid. But I'm really excited. I've hosted a golf show here in New York for the last 5 years. So really, really excited to launch now in LA. It'll be 7 to 8 a.m. We start, I want to say it's, April 2nd? That's Sunday prior to the Masters. So we're going to get everybody locked and loaded, ready for the Masters. Rory trying to complete the Grand Slam. I do like Colin Morikawa to make some noise. I think he'll be in it at the end. Right now, I'm leaning towards Tony Finau to win at 22-1. Right now, that's where I'm leaning in regard to the Masters, and those are some really, really good odds. If he wins this match play event, the Dell Technology match play that's taking place right now, those odds might fall. So I would jump on those right now.
All right, awesome. Well, tonight it is Bet LA, 7 o'clock. You can watch it along with UCLA versus Gonzaga, same time. Will you do some pseudo play-by-play?
As long as I can, right? Like, I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get the station in trouble.
You can get away with it for a while.
Okay,
yeah, just
all
bring
right.
it.
You know better than I.
Yeah. No, pseudo. That's why we call it pseudo play-by-play. You can get away with some. Hey, Anita, thank you very much as always for coming on.
You got it. Good luck, everybody.
All right, there is Anita Marks with lots of different gambling. I don't know how she knows so much stuff.
She's a machine.
Tony Finau, 22-1 at the Masters.
Bet against L.A. Bet against UCLA.
Right, she bet against UCLA.
She
bets against L.A. every chance she gets.
It's kind of amazing. Always against the Rams. I mean, that was right all the time.
This year. Yeah.
this year it was absolutely right.
And next year.
Lakers, she bets against the Lakers every time.
Yep.
Kind of right a lot of times, too. Yeah, that's how Jorge made all his money.
That's exactly how I made my money.
Now, I'm not feeling too good about that UCLA thing anymore. I was feeling better when she bet against them.
And I mean, I would never have thought betting on golf, but apparently you bet on golf now, too?
Yeah, absolutely.
You can bet on anything now.
Wrestling?
Like, it's...
Wrestling.
For real.
Oh,
like,
for real.
He's not joking. There's actually now... I was reading
professional wrestling?
WWE wants to get... if they're not already in, they want to get into the world of betting, which feels like major possibilities for shenanigans, considering
inside information, sources, I mean, all that kind of stuff.
I read today's script. I'm going to Vegas. Like, I mean, seriously, like the idea of betting on that.
Yeah, it's crazy. But they're betting on everything. All right, coming up next for you, Bill Walton, his very special tribute to Jaime Jaquez. And Instagram influencers, I have no idea how they do it. That's coming up next for you. Hey, rain on and off here. We got a little break. It's supposed to rain again next week, but look, if you get into an accident, let's say, okay, here's a hypothetical.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course, but we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And don't get it twisted, yo. The most downloaded sports radio show in Los Angeles. The podcast, that is.
Mason and Ireland, the number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. The number one most downloaded sports podcast in Los Angeles. And we thank all of our podcast listeners for that.
If you ever miss a moment, get your fill anytime. Just search Mason and Ireland wherever you get your podcast.
Thank you very much for all the birthday wishes. Very nice of everybody. Just thanking everybody. All-purpose thank you. TY. Heart emoji.
They're going to see, man. They're going to compare notes.
Thumbs up.
You're going to get busted.
Much appreciated.
They're going to note.
Thanks so much. Some of the things that I've responded with.
Don't get too careless. Like a back at you.
Right back at you. So let's see. Okay, so I follow several people. There's one in particular that sticks out in my mind, and there are pictures of her all the time on Instagram, and I mean, like Bergman, we were just talking about, like 20 posts a day. Somebody's taking her picture, and all I can think
20
is
stories along with the posts.
Has she hired somebody to follow her around and take pictures? How do you get that many pictures of yourself in one day?
You're very focused. I don't think that it's somebody doing it for her. I think it's actually just them doing it because they're so used to it and it's just a part of...
But like
you just got it down.
Some of them are like posed pictures. I'm like, no, there has to be
I see people...
a press photographer.
that's a good point.
There.
I don't know.
I see people on my street setting up selfies with like a phone on a stand all the time. Like I see people setting up their selfies, that are eventually going to end up on whatever social.
Yeah.
But it's not like a holding the phone selfie. Like they're actually putting it on a stand, they're adjusting it, things like that. So she's probably doing that.
So when I saw some documentary about social media Instagrammers, and one of the things they do is whenever you see somebody on a plane, you can duplicate the look of a plane with a toilet seat. You take your picture, you get a toilet seat, and you put yourself in the frame, and it looks like you're in an airplane.
You've done this
looking
before.
Out the window. No, I'm saying I saw a documentary about this. You can do it with a toilet seat, make it look like on my flight to Bali. And then you get a toilet seat, and you get your picture taken with your head sort of in the toilets. Can you not picture what I'm saying?
No, not at all. No, you can't.
Can you picture it?
It's the equivalent of using a green screen to create the appearance of being on a plane.
But I don't understand
concept.
how you see the window. Like, is it just? I don't even understand what the toilet seat does.
Yeah, the toilet seat looks like a plane window.
With the drawn shit.
No. Take the lid off of it.
Yeah,
But just the round thing where you sit.
Right.
Correct.
Picture it inverted. Picture it inverted.
Now hold it like this.
Yeah.
And you put your face in front of it, and all of a sudden you're on a flight to Bali, even though you're going nowhere near Bali.
I really don't think most people realize how much stuff they see on social media.
You got me up this morning?
No, I'm telling you, this is for real. I'm trying to find a toilet seat picture plane.
So many people react and really
tweet
get
it out, please, because
upset, animated, whatever, over stuff they see on social media that's totally fake. Like, I don't think people really realize how many videos they see, these like candid videos or this thing that just happened. It's staged.
It's completely staged.
Like most of what you see on social media
I found it. Okay. So, okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I will text it to you right now. Believe me, this woman is not on a plane. She is sitting in front of a toilet seat.
But so you have to have like a picture of a plane behind it. That's so weird.
Correct. Now, did you Google it?
Yeah, I
see what I'm
Googled
saying?
it. Yeah, people are using toilet seats to pull off the fake plane.
Right, and I'm on my way to Bali. It's like everything on Instagram is now completely manufactured. You can't believe anything you see.
Okay, every time you see, it's usually some white woman like making the most bland
Let's
version.
not stereotype.
Well, no. People will understand.
It is women of all
No,
colors.
in this particular case, it is white women. Like, whenever you see them making the blandest, most disgusting version of some food, and people freak out and they're like, call the FBI. Like, they're doing this to get a reaction. They know that this food they're creating is terrible, and you're going to freak out that the Karen is making this bastardized version of this awesome food. It's fake.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
Oh,
the
right.
toilet
Oh,
seat. Exactly
man.
right there. They use
Yes.
the toilet seat to make it look like they're on a plane, and they're not really on a plane on their dream trip to Bali.
Honestly, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
This is extremely innovative.
I
I think this is amazing.
Congratulations to those people that have figured this out. But you don't have to be on a plane to take a picture to make it look like you're on a plane.
Oh, you know.
Do you see what I'm talking about?
I
Larry?
know, it's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But it's
crazy.
all about people wanting to present their life as something that it isn't.
But what's the point? Why do you?
They
do
want
this?
people to be jealous that you're going to Bali.
Right, but I understand. But like, what does that actually get you? Like, you're not actually
Jealousy.
going to Bali.
It gets you jealousy.
I don't understand. I mean, I understand, but I don't
gives you
understand.
clout. In your mind, you're getting clout.
Because then
But
you
you have to
get
make up
like
stories of like,
then
oh,
you
I
get
was
like
in
free
Bali.
clothes and free makeup and stuff like that. They send it to you because people look at you on a plane on your dream trip to Bali that's really a toilet seat, and and then you have a bunch of likes, and then the company will give you stuff for free.
So I know a person that travels a lot.
Yep.
And then she'll post pictures from the window and whatnot, but she won't show what airline it is because sometimes she flies the cheapest one. But she
okay.
won't show what airline because she's
Right.
like, oh, okay, I'm like, she wants to make it seem like she's balling, but she's buying the cheapest
she's
flight.
not a baller. She's
not.
on Spirit.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she's
but
on
she won't
Spirit.
show that.
Yeah.
She'll show the window.
My brother's flying Spirit. My brother's here for the Pickleball Madness tournament this last week, and I put him on Spirit, and he ended up with an 8-hour layover in Atlanta. An 8-hour layover in Atlanta. They changed the flights on him.
It was like flying on a toilet seat.
It basically was.
But didn't he go to Ohio?
Yeah, he went Ohio to Atlanta, 8-hour layover to Los Angeles.
And then on the way back, he went back to Atlanta?
Went straight to Detroit. Got lucky and straight to Detroit.
So Detroit, then to Ohio.
Yes, correct.
That's the craziest circle I've ever
Yeah,
heard.
8-hour layover in Atlanta.
Why did you put him on
God
Spirit?
bless him. Because I'm. It's not like I made of money over here.
I mean, but Spirit of all things?
Yeah, Spirit. All right. Nothing wrong with Spirit Airlines.
Could have gone
No,
Frontier.
nothing whatsoever.
Hey, I'll do an endorsement, Justin Schafflander.
Hold on to
There you go. Free flights on Spirit from Steve Mason.
Someone just hit us up on Twitter in the Mason Ireland Mafia.
Yep.
Influencers always making terrible-looking Mexican food. Like, this is exactly what I'm talking about. They're doing it to provoke a reaction
Yep.
because this food is so awful looking.
Hey, we said no stereotyping.
Somebody, Trey G, put a detergent bottle and put a picture through the detergent bottle to make it look like it also.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, no, you can't believe anything on Instagram anymore. As if you ever could.
Okay, I was thinking about something different when you mentioned, like, the woman taking photos and stuff like that. There's a Facebook friend that I have.
Yep.
Who, and I'm not going to say her name, although she probably would like me to because of the account that I'm about to mention. She has an OnlyFans account, which, fine. Like, I have no issue with having an OnlyFans. You should do whatever you want. It is, however, though, linked to her Facebook account.
Yeah.
And that makes for really weird Facebook content.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
linked your Facebook?
She has.
I mean,
she has
keep that
basically
separate.
She has everything linked together.
Yeah,
So-
Facebook and Instagram are the same company.
Right, no, but this
Facebook
is
owns
OnlyFans.
Instagram.
No, this
she
is
has her
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans on Facebook?
She has
Linked.
It seems like her OnlyFans, her TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook are all together. And Facebook is not where you go to find the OnlyFans content.
Wow. Yeah, that's not a good link.
Again, I have no issue with her doing the OnlyFans at all, but it's been jarring, some of these posts.
I'm sure they have. Anyways, just remember the next time you see somebody on Instagram and you see them on a plane on their dream trip to Bali, they're actually sitting with a toilet seat. All right, coming up next for you, you got some What's Up, Fool?
I do have What's Up, Fool.
We will do it next. Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Small business owners, we know finishing.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
LAFC's
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run it back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And it is Mason in Ireland. And now, the segment formerly known as Bobcat. It's time for What's Up, Foo?
What's up, Foo?
Take it away, Corporate Greg.
Thanks a lot, Chris. All right, so Codify is a great baseball Twitter follow.
Yes.
And they posted this morning that MLB has told teams that they will be evaluating the performances of Bat Boys and Bat Girls and may ask teams to get rid of them if they consider their performance to be substandard. Have we really gotten to the point that Bat Boys and Bat Girls are being scrutinized?
I'd like to say the Bat Boy Union is going to have something to say about this.
What are we doing?
There's going to be a strike coming.
I was a Bat Boy.
Were you?
Yeah. When I was like 11 years old.
Oh, wow.
For the Toledo Mud Hens, all roads lead to the
They
Toledo
really
Mud
do
Hens.
for you.
It was a huge part of my life. And it's harder than it looks. It's about timing. And you've got to know when to go get the bat, and you've got to know when to bring the bag of balls out, and you've got to do all that.
I mean, somebody tells you, like, hey, go get that bat out there. And you
No,
grab
it's
the bat.
instinctual. It's instinctual. Like
Okay.
If you're a born Bat Boy, it's instinctual. You know when to bring the bag of balls to the umpire.
Did you just say born Bat Boy?
If you're a born Bat Boy, yes. Some people are born Bat Boy. You know who was a great Bat Boy? Steve Garvey. Great Bat Boy. Was a Bat Boy in Vero Beach for the Los Angeles Dodgers when they were in Vero Beach with Jackie Robinson. He was a Bat Boy when Jackie Robinson was in camp. But again, Steve Garvey, great instinctual Bat Boy.
Ended up a major leaguer. I think he did okay for
He
himself.
did do okay.
Were you a born Bat Boy?
I was a born Bat Boy, yes. My timing was impeccable. Although one time, I was running out to get a bat. Jose Molina was charging out to back up first base. It was
Jose
Molina.
like
it was a Molina.
One of the flying Molinas?
It was maybe their father. It was somebody
Benji,
named Molina.
I was going to say, it had to be
No, I mean, I was 11, so it had to be like their grandfather. But I got absolutely clocked. He was running to first base to cover first base, and I was going to get a bat, and bam.
Wait, you just said that you were a born Bat Boy, and now you're explaining how you ran into a Molina?
One accident. You can always expect one accident from me.
Well, if we were in now
Steve
now
Garvey
time,
would never.
Exactly, and also MLB would fire you now if you
One
do that.
time, Bergman, and this was fun. We had a Bat Boy during Dodger season that would call us after games and give us a report on the game.
That's actually kind of funny.
Fantastic. It was fantastic.
Well, you get cool stories, I would think.
Yeah, he had really cool stories. Really cool stories.
They're actually
yeah.
like employed. They're not just kids. They used to just be kids that would go and be.
Well,
the
how
Bat
old are
Boys.
Bat Boys now?
Now they're adults.
Are they?
I believe so.
They're Batmen.
They're
it was great because I played a lot of Pepper. That was back when Pepper was allowed. I don't even think they allow Pepper anymore.
Yeah, it's very serious now, and you have to be really good at it. That's why I think this is happening. Like, you can lose your job. It's a job. It is not just a Bat Boy that just gets to hang out like in the natural and bring you a bat.
I don't. They shouldn't be doing this because there's going to be a big Bat Boy strike.
I mean, like, if you fire your Bat Boy, how do you immediately find somebody who's up to speed? Like, what are you going to do in the meantime till your Bat Boy's ready?
Someone's got to be ready from the back.
Well, you have an understudy, like a standby
backup Bat Boy.
Yeah, no, then you call up a AAA Bat Boy.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
right from Rancho Cucamonga. Come on down.
Rancho Cucamonga.
Do you have to manage their service time as well?
He made the jump.
Nothing
from
after
A-ball.
July 1st.
Yeah.
What's up, fool?
All right, so this is a little shout out for my brother Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, what's up,
As he
fool?
was named number 2 in the top 10 business pioneers driving innovation and change in their innovation, according to LA Weekly. It's a magazine. Yeah, which is very cool. So I'm very proud of him. You guys have been in numerous articles. I wrote this when Ireland was here, so sorry, Andy. But you guys have been in numerous.
I mean, I've been mentioned in an article, but go ahead.
He has been
I know.
referenced.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
That was a joke. You guys have been mentioned in numerous articles and other publications. But what was your favorite place to be showcased?
My favorite place to be showcased was on the cover of, God, what's that? It's now defunct. It was like Westsiders magazine, and there was a picture of me on the cover, and I thought I was the coolest guy in the world. It was pretty recent, too. It was just before the pandemic. It was like 2019. And Jeff Bezos' sister was also there, but she did not get the cover. I got the cover.
Wow.
And I've got
Ooh.
that framed cover sitting, as you
In
can
the wall,
imagine, right on the wall in my living room.
Next to the Mandy's?
Next to all my Mandy's. Exactly right.
That is exciting.
Did you ever get showcased somewhere, Andy?
You know what? Back in the day when I used to do improv with a troupe, there was a review that was in Backstage. Remember, it was Backstage West?
Backstage West, sure.
And the reviewer, my character wore a tank top. The reviewer said that I knew how to fill out a tank top.
Oh, wow.
The reviewer said I was built.
Wow.
So that was my favorite of all of them.
That's
Oh,
impressive.
wow. Weren't you in the ESPN, the magazine? Like, did you write for ESPN?
The body issue? Yes.
No. Didn't you? No, but didn't you actually write for ESPN?
I did write for ESPN, but I wasn't writing about me. Well, actually,
Well,
that's
it
not
doesn't have
true.
to be about you. I mean, I guess it does have to be
Yeah,
about you.
the question was framed.
Yes, you're
as-
right. You're right.
Although Brian and I actually, this was fun years ago because we're both NFL orphans, or were for a while because we grew up on the St. Louis Cardinals. They left St. Louis. We did a thing where different teams around the league, we went to their training camps, and they would pitch us on becoming their fans. So I guess that was an article we wrote about ourselves.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
I cannot find this article any longer, but maybe somebody can.
I'm sure someone can. What's it called? Westsider Magazine?
Oh, well, no, I've got that one. I have that one. It's framed in my living room. But 1998, Bob Costas, right in that vicinity, retired from Later, or stopped doing the Later show.
Mm-hmm.
And David Bianculli from the New York Daily News put out the 3 best candidates for the job.
Ooh.
It was Chris Rock, Greg Kinnear, and me.
Wow.
I was like, damn. If anybody can find that article, I would, seriously, I would love to have that.
You must have been the dark horse betting.
I was the dark horse. And, of course, Greg Kinnear got the job.
Yes, he did.
Yeah. I got to audition, but that was it.
Well, I'm sure it's because you had been around Snyder and stuff like that.
It's because I was working with Snyder exactly at that time. Yeah, that's why I got referenced. But, yeah, if anybody can find that, New York Daily News, 1998, Chris Rock, Greg Kinnear, and me. That's probably like me at the peak of my powers was right there.
You'd have to get like a Lexus Nexus.
You really would. You really would.
What's up, fool?
Hey, what's up, fool? Okay, so the Mets announced today that they are working on a ticket plan that will allow college students to attend games at an affordable rate. The goal is to really go after a group that has been priced out of Major League Baseball consistently. So they will be priced in around $15.
Wow.
What do you guys think about this plan?
It's a great plan. I think that all sports should find ways to be more affordable, or at least to carve out a portion of seats that are affordable for college students, for high school kids, young. Like, for example, if you go to Broadway, there are always rush seats. So if you're a college student and you want to see the show, they always hold back, 3 rows of seats for really affordable prices. But, yeah, baseball's still the most affordable, but has gotten expensive. Yeah, I think it's really smart if you're trying to appeal to a younger demo, and all sports are, this is one way to do it.
It's the equivalent of the student section at a college game.
There you go. Yeah.
I think it's a great idea, especially, too, like if you're talking about the day games, there are going to be more college kids with the ability to drop whatever and go to a day game than an adult with a job.
Right.
So this could be a good way in and of itself to bring them in.
Yeah, by the way, if we go to a game, if they had that at Dodger Stadium, if we went to a game this year,
Local game.
a local game, me, Bergman, and Jorge would sit in even worse seats than we normally do.
By the bowl.
We went one night, and you couldn't see the scoreboard.
Nah.
We were on the opposite side of the field. But no, we fixed that.
That's like, have you ever been at a concert where it turned out your seats were essentially like behind the stage?
Totally did, but it was a great experience because it was a Mumford & Sons concert at the Forum, and I was slightly behind the stage. Momo was there, but Marcus Mumford is a drummer, so you got to see him. You had a great view of him drumming. You didn't get the big screens, but you got him drumming, which was actually really cool.
That would be cool, but the worst is sometimes, and maybe this doesn't happen as much anymore, but you could end up not just behind the stage, but essentially behind like a screen behind the stage where you're basically just hearing the show, and that's it. Like your visibility is just cut off.
Yeah.
That's the worst.
Well, don't you ask for a refund at that point? If you can't see the act and you can't see the picture, why would you go?
Caveat emptor.
Yeah, exactly.
What's up, fool?
All right, so I had a meeting yesterday morning with one of our great sponsors, Riverside Sheriff, and Deputy Kennedy. While we were talking, he offered me to go on a ride-along with him, which was
cool.
Very cool. So it sounds like a ton of fun.
You already did it?
No, I haven't done it.
Okay.
I want to do it. It sounds like so much fun. Have you ever been on a ride-along? And if not, would you go on one?
I would love to go on a ride-along. That would be really, really cool. But it would be like, I'd like to go on a ride-along like in the middle of the night.
Where it's crazy?
When there's crazy stuff going down. Not like afternoon and you were going 65 and a 55. Like that's not the ride. I want to be on the ride-along that's in the thick of it. You know what I'm saying? And I think, by the way, if you do one of those, like I think I should get to carry a billy club. I would like to just have a billy club in the event I need it if we're in the middle of the night and doing a ride-along. Do you think that the Riverside Sheriff Department would allow me a billy club?
Yeah, probably not. Andy?
I've almost come close to getting a ride-along, but it wasn't my choice.
There you go.
Didn't ask for it. It'd be interesting to see. It would be really interesting because everybody has like strong opinions of the police and how they work, and it would be interesting just to see like what is an actual day of a cop like just to like see what they go through, no matter what you end up.
Got to be one of the toughest jobs there is.
Yeah, I mean, it would be really interesting just to see how that goes down, how they deal with the stresses of it. Yeah, it'd be interesting to see.
I still say billy club, and I'm in.
What about you, Jorge? Would you go on it?
I've been on it. My mom ended up picking me up.
So it was pretty cool. It was like they said that you can either go on a 4-hour ride, an 8-hour ride, or a 12-hour ride. It's really up to you how long you want to go.
How long is do police officers sometimes have a 12-hour shift?
12-hour shift.
Oh, yeah.
12-hour shift, yeah.
That is a hard job.
A couple of my buddies are police officers.
Yeah?
Yeah, El Monte PD. That's where they're servicing.
12-hour shifts, man. That is tough.
Yeah, and he said, it seemed like it would be just a really fun time. I don't know. And a lot of stuff happens constantly. So you're not always just riding around, even if it's not the middle of the night.
Be good for the gram.
What they also
live tweeting from the ride along.
What's up, fool?
All right, that'll do it.
That'll do it. All right, so tonight the UCLA Bruins are taking on Gonzaga. Of course, Jorge is betting against them. Anita Marks picked against them. I say they win, Bergman.
Ooh. Hey, I love that.
I say they win. And I think it is time, since I've teased it 3 times, that we allow our friend Bill Walton to do a tribute to the great Jaime Jaquez. We will do that next. Mason, Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Wendy's too.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
ESPN 710 Los Angeles Sports.
And it is the biggest show on the radio. Mase in Ireland is on for your Thursday afternoon.
Aye, Michael.
Here we go. Hope your Thursday is beautiful so far. What a night last night at Crypto.com as the Lakers took down the Suns. And yes, that Austin Reeves show just don't stop, yo.
Here's Reeves dribbling down the middle all the way. Lays it up and in.
We will react as the Lakers find themselves back in the 10th spot and back in the playoff race. Plus, did LeBron get evaluated today or not? There seems to be a lot of different stories on Twitter. We'll talk about that. And no, I didn't forget Mase.
Happy birthday, baby.
Happy birthday to Steve Mason. And usually on his birthday, I compile a collection of his best outtakes or when he screws things up. But not today, Mase. For your birthday, I just want us to remember that at this time 1 week ago at Yamaval Resort and Casino, Corporate Greg hit you in the face with a pie. Happy birthday, buddy. Let's get to it. Mason and Ireland, your Thursday afternoon right now.
8 o'clock growl. So, yeah, last night Lakers come up with a really big win, a necessary win. They slide back into the 10 spot. So if we froze everything right now, they would be in the play-in tournament. They're still only a game and a half out of the 6. So they're still right there.
This game tomorrow against the Thunder is
gigantic.
Massive. That is a massive game.
Yep.
The Thunder are currently the 8th seed, full game swing.
Yep.
It's big.
Yeah, it is big game tomorrow night. And OKC's been playing really well,
yes,
too.
Yes, they have.
Boy, OKC, just as an aside, how good are they going to be next year when they get Chet Holmgren and all those guys? Yeah.
Really. I mean, they're a really well-run organization.
They really are.
They have been for a long time. Like, they're good at being competitive when they want to be competitive.
Yep.
When they look to rebuild, they do it really smartly. They trade well. They draft well. They're really well run.
So we were all over Anthony Davis after sitting out in Houston, and the Dallas game was a disaster. End game execution. It was fine in the Orlando game.
It's like the worst 10 seconds of a game, probably of AD's career.
Terrible. So we were all over. Last night, AD was great, attacked. He went to the line a bunch. Actually, the Lakers just generally went to the line a bunch. I believe 46 times, if I'm not mistaken.
46-20.
Not that anybody was counting.
I spoke with Joe last week.
Monty
I
Williams.
can sit here and rant and rave about what I feel like is not a fair whistle. It's just not. With the 46 free throws, we're attacking the rim. I'm getting explanations about we're taking too many jump shots, mid-range jump shots. We're playing a physical game. They had 27 free throws in the first half. They end up with 46. When do you see a game with 46 free throws for one team? That's just not right. I don't care how you slice it. It's happening to us too much. Other teams are reaching, other teams are hitting, and we're not getting the same call. And I'm tired of it. It's old. 46 to 20 free throws. Right.
46 to 20 free throws. And of course, there's that Scott Foster CP3 thing that I think they're like 0-100 when Scott Foster is the official on a Chris Paul game. 46 to 20 is a huge amount. I mean, bank makes error in your favor. I will take it every day of the week, but it was crazy.
But I don't think it was an error. That's the thing, is the Lakers on this season are the best team in the league at getting to the line.
Okay.
They are also one of the best teams at defending while keeping guys off the line. The Suns are one of the worst teams in the league at both getting to the line and keeping people off the line. And that was before, a lot of that was before when they still had like Mikal Bridges and Cam Johnson, some of their better defenders. If I'm Monty Williams, get your team to defend better.
So here's what I heard.
Get them to go to the line better.
I think that's great. Here's what I heard. Scott Foster doesn't like Chris Paul.
Well, that is true.
That's what I took from everything that you said.
Listen, that part's true.
Yes.
Both things can be true at once.
Yes.
Scott Foster doesn't like Chris Paul. Chris Paul doesn't like Scott Foster.
Yep.
That's a thing. Mm-hmm. The Suns did not get screwed over yesterday.
Right.
Both of those things can be true at the same time. Stop whining, Monty Williams.
Austin Reeves last night. He has been putting together some games. Last night was another game, but he's a guy that can get to the line. He's a guy that finds a way to get to the line, finds an attack mode all the time, plays really well with the ball in his hands. As Jay Williams said earlier on the show, works up a lather.
He does work up a lather.
Works up a lather.
How do you take him out of the starting lineup for LeBron? I don't know how you do that.
That's what Jay Williams suggested today. And on the LeBron front, so first it was McMenamin said maybe the last 3 games of the season, starting with that Clippers game, that final stretch, and Woj said maybe he was evaluated or something, and then LeBron comes out and says, I haven't been evaluated, and I love your sources, but I will tell my own story. It's like, I think that what Dave said is probably the truth, is that if everything goes well and he's training 3 times a day, working at it 3 times a day, as much as possible, hopefully he's available for what could be the critical last 3 games of the year.
Well, I think so much of this, too, is dependent on where do the Lakers stand. Because we know LeBron's not going to be close to 100% when he's back.
Right.
AD isn't fully healthy right now. He's playing through an injury that is not fully healed. But LeBron is even older. He has more mileage. He's going to be determining whether anybody comes out and says this or not, sources, whatever, just common sense says he's going to be determining this in part. Where do the Lakers stand?
Sure.
Is it worth it?
If they're out of it,
right.
So what?
Or if
they're in it and maybe playing for the 6, yeah.
I mean,
playing
look,
for the 6.
If say there's 3 games left and the Lakers have to go 3-0 in order to get like a 7% chance at the 10 seed,
right?
Wouldn't shock me if LeBron doesn't play, and I don't blame him for not playing.
Sure.
Where he's in his career. But if they really have something to play for, I do think LeBron is going to try to just make this thing work.
I read something weird today about LeBron. One thing that he does that surprises me, he takes a nap before every game.
Oh, that's an NBA thing.
Is that right?
Oh yeah, these guys are all. Shaq was notorious
Napper?
for his game day nap. Like, don't bother me during the nap.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I can't. I'm not a good napper. I don't know how to nap.
Well, these guys though, they all get on a schedule,
right,
where the nap gets incorporated into their day, and that becomes part of their body clock.
Right.
And then like you start worrying. Okay, I didn't have my nap. What like little kids, they get cranky without their nap.
You know who's good at napping?
Ireland.
Yeah, he incorporates a nap into the show.
He does. Well, like I said, that's his body clock.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes in a break, sometimes in the middle of a segment.
Yeah.
Sometimes while you're talking.
Hey, John, wake up. Pay attention.
He does.
Oh God!
I mean, he only sleeps like 3 hours a night.
He does.
During...
Although I don't know, he's dropping 20 milligrams of THC now. Last night was supposed to be the 20 milligrams of THC night for John Ireland, which, by the way, is a lot.
What is the normal amount to get you to go to sleep? Because I don't take gummies.
Let's call it 10.
Call it 10. So he's doubling that.
Yeah, doubling that.
Oh boy,
that could be dangerous.
He might still be sleeping.
He may be asleep right now.
Yeah.
May have slept through the
Here's
day.
the thing. It's either going to be he's going to be in a deep sleep, or he's not going to be able to fall asleep because his brain's working too much.
Well, your brain's thinking to yourself, oh, I need to fall asleep. I took this 20 milligrams. I should be sleeping right now.
See, I'm a little dangerous. Like, I slept 12 and a half hours last night.
You cannot sleep 12 and a half.
12 and a half
You
hours.
cannot
I
sleep
slept
12 and a half hours.
I went to sleep at about 9:30 last night. Oh, right after the Laker game, which was about 9:30, right? So right after the Lakers game, and I slept until 9:15 this morning. So that's basically 12 hours. Call it 12 hours.
Yeah.
Gearing up for the big birthday dinner?
That was a good sleep.
Getting ready for the birthday dinner?
Getting ready for the birthday dinner?
It's so long.
Yeah, give me 3 to 4 and I'm good.
Oh, 3 to 4.
Yeah.
Come on,
That's the max that I get. Well, man, I probably get like 6.
Yeah, I love a good sleep. I think sleep is so underrated.
I'd love to get more. It's once you have kids in the mix, it is hard to get that sleep.
Sleep is great. There are no problems. You don't have to deal with anything.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
Now the edibles I've found that are helpful with the sleep contain the CBN, not CBD. CBN.
The cannabinoids.
Yes.
Not the CBD.
Not CBD. It's called CBN. It's a cannabinoid that is specifically believed to be helpful with sleep.
Mm-hmm.
I have found it works.
So no THC.
No, there's THC in it too.
Oh, okay, good.
But specifically on top
the
of it.
THC is the important
right.
part.
Well,
Let's face it.
Depends on what you want from it.
Well, you want to go to sleep?
Yeah, if you want
THC.
Well, this is a little extra. It's like
extra kick?
It's like the little 151
Little extra
float
kick?
on your drink.
Oh yeah, I know that one. Yeah, the rum floater. Yeah,
Yes,
I
it's like
definitely
the
know
rum
a rum
floater.
floater. All right, so tonight the UCLA Bruins are taking on Gonzaga. It is Jaime Jaquez leading the way for UCLA, and Bill Walton, after UCLA won in the round of 32, Bill Walton really talked up Jaime Jaquez.
Hey now, Jaime, congratulations on all your incredible accomplishments as you keep moving up the leaderboard as an all-time Bruin great. Yeah, in so many ways, but today, specifically as a scorer. More importantly, as a winner in the game of life. This is all so cool. I am so incredibly happy for and proud of all your remarkable achievements, Jaime. You're a shining star, a beacon of hope for a better tomorrow, and a timeless Bruin legend. Jaime, you've brought so much pride and joy into our lives and the lives of everyone who resides in the universe of goodness. Jaime, you've added to and built on what makes UCLA so special in every way. Keep up the great work, Jaime. You're immeasurably and incalculably brilliant. Keep going, ever higher on the ladder. And please stay forever, Jaime Jaquez. Thanks for putting smiles of pride, hope, optimism, and joy on the faces of the world. Good luck, Jaime. Good everything. Forever.
Good everything
Good
forever.
Jaime Jaquez. Forever. Wow. You're fantastic, spectacular, and wonderful. Jaime Jaquez, yeah. Empty the thesaurus of all good things, and we'll leave it at that. Shine on, play on, Jaime Jaquez on.
We should count how many times he says Jaime Jaquez at some point.
So, as a nugget, you said that's when he passed Bill Walton on the all-time scoring list.
Right. And if he gets 20 or 22 points tonight, he passes Tracy Murray for top 10 all-time.
I worked with this cancer organization that raises money for research,
right?
Trying to help them out, and they had as a prize in a raffle, if you donated, you could win an opportunity for a dinner with Bill Walton at his home in San Diego.
Okay.
And because I helped out with this thing, I actually also went to the dinner. Dinner with Bill Walton is exactly how you imagine it. You sit down. It's a lovely outdoor area. His house is really eclectic.
Yep.
There's like an entire section of Grateful Dead memorabilia. And then you sit down with great food, and Bill Walton talks for like 3.5 hours straight.
What you want.
Oh, yeah. No. Everybody
He only
loves
shuts
it.
up for the Grateful Dead.
Yes.
It's the only time he stops
Yes.
talking.
Yes. I mean, he's got like one of Mickey Hart's drum sets in his house, but the man holds court for like 3 hours straight.
God
It was
bless him.
great. It was fun.
And by the way, he will join us tomorrow here on the show,
Oh,
right,
wow.
Bergman?
That's what we're trying to do. He did not respond to me yesterday, so I was going to try and get him on yesterday, just in the middle of the show.
Yeah, that would have been great.
And he didn't respond to me. So if the UCLA wins, I will actually give him a call or I'll send him an email. I'll do whatever I can, but I'll do my best.
As long as UCLA wins, the great Bill Walton will join us tomorrow, and Ireland and I will get a segment off.
We're going to get an entire hour off.
We'll be able to walk
Greg,
away.
My apologies for not getting back to you. I was caught up in the game.
Jaime Jaquez.
Jaime Jaquez.
How about
Jaime
that,
on.
Jaime on, Jaime.
I'm going to
All
leave it.
good things.
The Conference of Champions.
I'm going to leave this at this. Talk for another 5 minutes.
All right, coming up next, I've got a very nervous afternoon planned for tomorrow. Very, very, and I need your advice on it. Plus, you were an actor.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself a method actor?
I was not a method actor,
Okay.
no.
Brian Cox is a huge fan of method acting.
Oh, yeah, he loves it.
Got some of that
He
coming up
loves it.
next. Mase in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
710 ESPN.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
See, I even brought you mariachis.
Yeah.
We wanted to get a mariachi band for a wedding.
Yeah.
They're expensive.
Are they?
Oh,
They
yeah.
are really expensive.
Yeah.
So we didn't.
You know how they get you, though?
What's that?
He says so we did.
You get them for the 3 hours.
Yeah.
So for those 3 hours you're drinking.
Oh, yeah?
Hey, you want us to stay an extra 2?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I love mariachi, but man, they're expensive.
Yeah.
You guys didn't pop for one for me?
Yeah, you're listening to them right now.
This is specifically for you.
I believe as of this moment, no cake.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Where's my cake?
Where's my cake? All right, somebody, Nick Silverman, one of our listeners, found the actual article from the New York Daily News.
Oh, I know Nick Silverman.
Great guy. I'll just read a portion of it. Already, according to sources, this is about the Later Show, back on NBC in the day. Already, according to sources, they've cast their net wider than in previous late-night host hunts, and the list of applicants who have already auditioned or been approached is impressive in both its breadth and diversity. Among those considered are comic Dennis Miller, Jeff Cesario, Hangin' with Mr. Curry star Mark Curry, In Living Color veteran David Allen Greer, Saturday Night Live alumnus Chris Rock, stand-up comic Paul Rodriguez, and Late Late Radio Show host Steve Mason.
Do you remember your interview?
I do. I auditioned.
How'd it go?
It went well. I interviewed, what's that guy's name who used to be on, who did the 12:30 show and was in movies before that, and he was on CBS.
Is it Craig Ferguson?
Craig Ferguson.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow, nice call.
Nice pull.
That was my favorite one out of all of them.
Yeah, that was the guy I auditioned, or I interviewed as my audition for the Later Show.
And he ended up getting a show.
Yeah, he got the show. I didn't get a show. So tomorrow's a very nervous day. I have gone to the same guy to get my hair cut for a very long time.
You broke up.
We had a breakup.
Why?
You know, I don't want to go into the explanation because it pissed people off when I talked about it before.
Did it really?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, yeah, then don't talk about it.
I'm not going to talk about it.
Who, like listeners or people in his circle, the barber's circle?
Listeners and Chris Morales.
Oh.
Mostly Chris Morales. So tomorrow I'm trying out this this barber. What are you laughing at?
Nothing.
Trying out this barber. His name is, let's see, I got to find his name because he's on. But I mean, it's a big decision to get a new barber. And is it, well, not for you.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, that's messed up, man.
No, I am my own barber.
Yeah. Is it going to go well? Is this guy any good? His name is Blake S.
Blake S. He's like, what did you find him on Yelp or something?
No, I found he's got the advantage
going to
of
Floyd's?
being near my house. I'm not going to Floyd's. I'm going to a kind of a higher end, like
Blake's.
It's a $75 haircut.
75. Mason,
What?
Come on, man.
you're spending $75 on your hair?
I don't want to just walk into a shop and say, all right, cut
Look,
my
you
hair.
don't have enough hair to have a $75
I do have a lot of
haircut.
hair.
You do have a lot of hair, but
and
not
I
for
don't wear a hat
$75
anymore. It's important.
I have a lot of hair, too. I don't put $75 into it.
Well, I mean, I'm talent.
Wow.
Of course you
No,
would.
I'm on Mace's side with this. Mace is still in a position where his hair presentation matters.
I have to have hair appeal.
Yeah.
It's like my best feature is hair appeal.
It
so,
is.
Blake S., good luck tomorrow.
Especially
I'm
since
counting on you.
You let it turn its real color.
Correct.
Like now, this is your thing now.
Yep.
Your hair is your thing.
You think $75 is too much to pay
That's
for a haircut?
way too much for
What
a
do you
male
pay?
haircut. 40.
Jorge, what do you pay?
I cut my own hair now.
Yeah, and he screws it up.
Yeah, but I wear a hat every day. So
You wear a hat every day. I don't think $75 is outrageous for a haircut.
For a
Oh,
man's
yeah,
haircut is
man.
absolutely
You
way
think it's
too high.
outrageous?
Yes, it is outrageous.
Well, we'll see how he does.
And if it's bad, you're going to be like, oh,
Go find
Hey,
somebody
what
else.
if I set you up with a homie of mine? He cuts hair. He's over here in the valley, too. Not in the valley, but near your area.
He's on the west side?
Yeah. What if I hook you up?
How much?
I don't know. Well, let me ask him.
Do I got to negotiate?
Nah, I can negotiate for you.
You think he's better than Blake S.?
I think so.
You do? All right. I'm game. I didn't think $75 was a lot.
You know what I will say to Greg's point? I just did a Google search. Average price for a male haircut in Los Angeles. According to just this one search, standard price is $38.
Really?
So you're basically paying double.
Yeah, you're paying double for a male haircut. Laura walked in. I said, "Is that too much?" She said, "F yeah."
$75 for a men's haircut is too much? It's more than mine. More than yours?
Hers, yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's a write-off, though.
No, it's not.
Oh, yes, it is.
It is not.
It absolutely
You cannot write off a haircut.
Yes, you can.
Oh, my God. No,
for
you
your
can't.
position, you absolutely can.
You want to talk about a red flag.
Oh, my God.
Home office and deduct your haircuts. You're done with the IRS.
I deduct my home office. I have a home office.
That's a red flag.
No, it is not.
It's a red flag.
Look, they can come visit me.
Yeah.
Come visit me, IRS.
Then they look at everything else.
I got nothing to
including
hide.
you deducting your haircuts.
I got for the position you hold, for your livelihood, you can legitimately say you're on YouTube. You're on YouTube every day.
It's still not a
You look to do
deduction.
these things with Alex,
It's still not a deduction.
I think it is a deductible.
It can be. You can deduct anything if you really want to.
Right.
Like you
but
can deduct.
You
your,
can push the limit as much as you want. But
Right. Do you want to go through all that hassle?
Exactly.
But either way, $75 is just ridiculous.
Is Encino far from you?
Encino is far from me.
Oh,
Yeah, that's close to me.
Yeah,
so.
that's way over there.
Yeah, I got it. Go get your
I'm over here. So you're an actor, Andy. You went to drama school.
I did.
How's
Yale
that
drama
paying
school?
off?
It's going all right.
Yeah.
Still waiting for.
You do use those skills.
I do actually use those skills a lot. Like one of the things.
Like you've acted interested for the last 3 hours.
I've been compelling. One of the things, though, all kidding aside, that I have found in this particular industry, improv training helped a ton.
Yes, and.
Because it teaches you to really listen. It teaches you to abandon an agenda.
Yep.
Like if you've got something in your head, but you're paying attention, you may realize something different came up that's more interesting. Teaches you to think on your feet. Like there's a, and it's also helped me like in Q&As and post game pressers. There's a lot actually that acting and improv training has taught me for this.
I did that world-changing panel this week at the Barrett Sports Media Summit. I actually talked about yes and as being the cardinal rule of doing sports talk radio. Yes and, yes and, yes and, as opposed to just shutting down a conversation.
Right. The minute you could, if you
accept the premise,
if you learn how, you can no and something as long as you're keeping it moving forward.
Right.
That's what you don't want to do is stop it in its tracks. But if you want to steer it somewhere else, you can steer it using no.
So, yeah. Anyway.
Hey, what if the barber comes to you?
What do you mean, a home barber?
Yeah, they come to you like your weed.
How? like my weed?
like the Ease app.
Oh, I've got a neighbor that's always getting his hair cut on his balcony.
Yeah,
Really?
they come to you and they can cut it in your patio or whatever.
Do you have a mobile barber?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
He'll do it.
He'll do it. He'll come to you.
What was the price?
I haven't negotiated that yet, but I'm like working on something.
Is he paying for gas?
I don't know. Man. He comes to your
He's
house.
trying to make
Hey,
a
you
deal.
gotta. If you have questions, we gotta answer the questions.
Oh.
So what do they come to you?
Well, yeah, I'd be game for that.
All right.
Be game for that.
All right.
Whoa! Whoa! That is beautiful.
Happy birthday, Mase.
And healthy. It's a healthy birthday cake. I like this. Thank you so much. Oh, that's great.
Told you the cake was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Thanks, Laura.
Very nice.
Hey, gracias.
Laura. Thank you so much. It's one of them cakes with all the fruit on top. It's got a little happy birthday chocolate thing. It's got kind of a pudding confection underneath it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Custard, that's what I was looking for.
Pudding would be much different.
Put the happy birthday this way. All right, excellent. Yeah, it is a really nice cake. That's a good one. Thank you, Laura. That's very nice. Very nice. I've had a wonderful birthday so far.
Happy birthday, Mase.
Hey, happy birthday, amigo.
Yeah, thank you.
Happy birthday, Steve.
You know what I would like?
Happy birthday, TT.
$75 for a haircut. Is that too much to ask?
Yes, that is too much to ask. But
Right,
it's your birthday, so have at it.
I want to ask you about the acting thing in a minute here. I had something about acting. Plus, this is interesting. Is there such a thing as responsible sports gambling for a college kid? I want to ask that coming up next. Mason and Ireland. Oh, and I want to make sure everybody knows, go to Yamava, where Shadano and Cappy are doing their show today. They are my second favorite show on the station. Number 2. Ooh.
Oh, this is the first one.
This is number 1.
Okay.
And
Travis and Sliwa not going to be happy.
Tied for second. Travis and
Oh,
Sliwa
tied.
tied for second, yeah.
I thought maybe they were like Anita was 3 and then Alan and Slee were 4.
I like Travis and Slee. All right, Mason and Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course, but we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
Ireland on 710 ESPN, the OGs of LA Sports Radio. We're here each weekday, 1 to 4 p.m. for your afternoon. Sandwich between Travis and Sliwa and Sonato and Cap. Mason and Ireland continues now.
It's an awesome cake. Got the fruit, and I took a piece of dragon fruit. You don't see that very often.
No, dragon fruit's
Dragon
pricey.
fruit is delicious. So we all love the show Succession. I forget, Bergman, do you watch Succession?
I love it. It's fantastic. It's an amazing show.
Have you ever seen White Lotus?
I have seen White Lotus.
I like that one, man. I don't know why.
Yeah, you really do like that. So Succession's got this thing going on. Brian Cox is a British actor. He plays Logan. And Jeremy Strong is an American actor. He plays Kendall. And Brian Cox is just an actor, regular actor. And Jeremy Strong...
He's Scottish, by the way.
Scottish, okay. And Jeremy Strong is like a methody guy.
Yes.
Like method. So I came across this interview. This looks like it is from AV Club, which is a good site. Brian Cox was asked about Jeremy Strong. He says it's a real culture clash. I don't put up with all that American blank. I'm sorry. All that sort of I think, therefore I am. Just do the job. Don't identify. He goes on to say, apparently at one point Jeremy Strong was an assistant to Daniel Day-Lewis.
Yes.
And here's what Brian Cox says about Daniel Day-Lewis. He retired at the age of 55, and I'm going, that's when the roles become really interesting. You've just retired at the point when the actual roles get better. Of course, Jeremy was Daniel Day-Lewis's assistant, so he learned all that nonsense from Dan.
Dan.
Now, don't you think that is an unhappy set, and that's one of the reasons the show is ending after 4 seasons?
Yes, I actually do, because remember, there had been some talk that it was going to go 5 seasons. Like, that was the expectation I had for a while.
Yep.
Then all of these interviews started coming out where there was tension revealed between Cox and Strong in terms of how they work.
Yep.
Then all of a sudden it's announced we're going 4 seasons.
Yes.
I don't think this is a coincidence. It seems like they like each other personally.
Yes.
Like Cox likes Jeremy Strong. I don't think he always enjoys working with him.
He finishes by saying, I'll miss the cast, I'll miss the atmosphere, I'll miss the bonhomie, but I won't miss the method blank.
Here's the thing, though. Daniel Day-Lewis, or Dan, as Brian Cox likes to call him.
Yeah.
And I love Brian Cox. I'm a huge fan.
Oh, he's so good on the show.
He's been on my old ESPN podcast before Brian Cox. Yeah. Daniel Day-Lewis got some really good roles when he was in his 20s and in his 30s. Like, he got different roles than Brian Cox has started getting later in his career.
Yes, true.
So, in that sense, I can understand Daniel Day-Lewis looking to get out when he decides to get out, especially because Daniel Day-Lewis puts himself through the ringer for all of his roles. The clash between Strong and Cox, I think, is interesting just because, like, the idea of Strong being a method actor, how much does your process interfere with everybody else's?
Sounds like a lot.
Because if it's a lot, then I think Strong is in the wrong here. If Strong doesn't really interfere with anybody else playing Kendall, like his process, you just think it's goofy and stupid.
Yeah.
Put up with the goofy and the stupid.
So this is the weirdest thing. I read that, again, this is the guy that plays Kendall, Jeremy Strong.
Who's fantastic.
Before scenes where there's a lot of conflict, plays music from Transformers really, really loud. The movie Transformers. Now, that's going to interfere with everybody's process.
That is overstepping your boundaries.
Yeah.
Like, everybody needs to respect everybody else's process.
Get ready for the big scene.
By the way, remember in Boogie Nights, that song that Mark Wahlberg and John C. Reilly sing when Dirk Diggler's looking to become a recording artist? That You Got the Touch.
Oh, yeah, You Got the Touch.
That's actually from the old Transformers cartoon.
Oh, is it really?
Like, I think it was either a cartoon movie or cartoon.
Yeah.
But that's actually the origins of that.
I hate that Mark Wahlberg now hates that he did Boogie Nights.
I know.
You got the touch.
Yes.
You got the touch.
You
got the power.
Like, what is it, by the way, with all of these stars? Like, remember Burt Reynolds famously hated Boogie Nights.
Boogie Nights.
Fired his agent over it. He ends up getting an Oscar nomination, resuscitates his career. Mark Wahlberg's disassociating Boogie Nights. It's an amazing movie.
Oh, it's fantastic movie.
Like, it is up there with the best work Mark Wahlberg's ever done.
Completely agree, and he hates it.
Well, it's like, look, you're an actor. Like, I get that that's not who you are in real life or your real value.
But you're
acting.
a performer.
Right.
Yeah.
You're acting.
So, all right, I wanted to get to one last thing here. Craig Carton, who is a personality on something in New York. Is he on our station or on the other station in New York? Craig Carton.
The other one.
The other one, okay. So he's on the Fan.
FAN, yeah.
He is teamed up with FanDuel, and he is going to be going to college campuses to promote responsible gaming for college kids. Now, I am all for being able to bet on your phone or however we wind up doing it, being able to bet at Yamava or Moronga or any of the places that we work with all the time. I'm all for that. But tell me, if you were in college and you had access to gambling on your phone, how much trouble would you get into?
A lot.
Yeah. I mean, it would be so much trouble.
Oof. Like, especially now that you can do everything over a card, like you don't need to find somebody to set up the bets for you.
Right. Like I had a bookie.
Well, look, I had a friend in college who got in trouble with a bookie. Like it got got a little hairy.
I mean, I remember when I got my first credit card and I ran it up to the limit. Tell me I wouldn't have done exactly the same thing sports gambling. Probably I'd have tried to win enough money to pay off the credit card that I already ran up to the limit.
You get in that cycle. I mean, I guess the good news now for kids looking to do this, and I'm not saying I think it's a good idea, but you have so much more now information at your fingertips. Like you can go into this space a lot more informed than like when we were that age.
Yes.
Like, I mean, we were going into this a lot of just blind. I had no idea what we were talking about. But that said, yeah, it could get really dangerous.
Yeah, I mean, nobody knows nothing. I mean, I love Anita Marks, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's an educated guess, but still a guess.
I mean, you try to get as much info as you can, and again, it's much easier.
Try to get an edge.
It's much easier now to get info than it used to be. You know, I mean, how many gambling sites are there? You can get gambling info at ESPN. Like, I mean, all, you know.
Oh, yeah, Daily Wager.
Yeah,
all the time.
You're so much more informed now doing this. Could also lead to you laying down bigger bets, though.
Could you have handled, when you were at CU, when you were coming up, if you could just bet on your phone, would you have been able to?
I was already pretty broke when I was in college.
Yeah.
I would be more broke. There was no chance. I would have tried to bet. I would have been like, oh, I'm going to put this in it so hopefully I can win and actually be able to buy dinner.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would have put way too much money in.
I'm a very libertarian guy. You know what? If you want to use cannabis, if you want to use sports game, I'm all for all that stuff. But there is, I mean, the idea of going on a tour to promote responsible gambling, I actually think just promotes gambling.
Well, especially now that you also have that same access to cannabis that you just mentioned. Like, you have the access to the cannabis, the gambling. Yeah.
Yeah, mixing them.
Yes.
Big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Big trouble.
Mm-hmm.
All right, game of games. It is Bergman's game today.
It is my game. Yep.
Is Shadano going to play?
Shadano is going to play.
Excellent. Live from Yamava, my second favorite show on this station, broadcasting live from Yamava. You want to get out there and see those guys. Great food. Great show they're going to put on. You can watch UCLA game. All the final, the Sweet 16 action is on the screens. So we'll get Shadano in here next, who's having a very good month at Game of Games. Bergman's game next. Mase in Ireland, 710 ESPN.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Cap. Right now, standing in the 909, the greatest sports bar on the planet, here inside Yamava. Now, on Thursday, March 23rd, we're back here at Yamava, so make your plans. All the college basketball games. Former UCLA star Darren Collison is going to be with us. Come on out and have a great time. Now, look, you got to be 21 to get in. We want you to gamble responsibly, of course. But we are having a party at Yamava Thursday, March 23rd. We'll see you there.
The The reigning MLS Cup champs return home Saturday night and look to remain undefeated this season as LAFC welcome FC Dallas to downtown LA. The run for the repeat is on for Carlos Vela and LAFC.
This is Carlos Vela, number 10, Los Angeles Football Club. It's time to run him back.
Saturday, LAFC FC Dallas. Coverage starts at 7 p.m. on 710 ESPN and the ESPN LA app.
And it is time for Game of Games on the #1 sports radio show in LA, Mason and Ireland. Game of Games. Game of Games presented by CallJacob.com.
Call Jacob.
Everyone loves a fighter, but in this town, winning matters, especially after an accident. So remember, anyone can fight, but CallJacob.com is here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to CallJacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. We got the jingle.
Call Jacob.
Thank you. Game of Games time. Take it away, Mase.
All right, here we go. It is Game of Games time. Andy Kamenetzky's here. Jorge's here. George Shidano is here, live from Yamava. What's going on there, George?
I'm good. I'm a little annoyed that we're not multiple choice today because I'm 0.2 of a second behind everybody. So that means I have to chime in early.
Yeah,
he's complaining.
Buzz in early.
Oh, game hasn't started. Game hasn't started.
I'm just saying. I'm just letting people know. I'm just not complaining. I'm just letting people know what the circumstances.
Yeah, whatever, Monty Williams.
Yeah. Monty Williams.
49-20.
Yep.
All right. So
46-20. I thought he said.
Oh yeah, 46. That's right. My bad.
What is the theme for the game, Bergman?
The theme for the game today is Steve Mason.
Oh,
so,
nice.
This is
by the way, yes, happy birthday, Steve
Thank
Mason.
you very much.
In honor of Steve Mason.
If I were there, I'd give you another kiss on the temple.
Yeah, and I would say, just wave, man.
And no, you are not hitting on him. All right, so this is Name This Steve.
Name this
Steve. So these are famous Steves. Name is your buzzer.
Okay.
Born in Lansing, Michigan, this Steve is pretty full of himself and was the inspiration for John Leguizamo's character in The Menu. He's famous for movies such as Under Siege and Andy.
Steven Seagal.
Steven Seagal is the right answer.
Oh, yeah, he claims he was in the CIA.
Right.
Yeah.
If
you would have said like Above the Law and not Under Siege, then I would have known Seagal right away. But when I think of Seagal's like category, like the Seagal category, Do you think of Under Siege,
Yes.
Andy, as your first movie?
Under Siege might be his biggest hit.
Well, Under Siege
No
and
way.
Under
Marked
Siege
for
2.
But when I think of Seagal, I think of Above the Law, Marked for Death. Like, come on, those are the original Seagal
Right,
movies.
but Under Siege is what really broke him out.
No. Well, he was already a star.
I
by then.
think of him as former CIA Steven Seagal.
All right, number 2. This Steve was born in Seoul, South Korea, and is an actor. He had one Mason.
Stephen Yeun.
Stephen Yeun is the right answer. Wow, nice job.
Walking Dead.
Walking Dead. He was. It said the
Yeah,
Walking.
I don't watch zombie shows.
One of the most upsetting deaths in The
his
Walking
new
Dead
show
is the
coming out,
character Glenn.
Beef.
Looks great.
Okay, Stephen Yeun.
Him and Ali Wong.
Great
Looks
actor.
awesome.
All right, so number 3. I have 9 of them in a tiebreaker. This Steve was born in the United Kingdom and had a movie made about him recently. He was one of the most brilliant Mason.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking is the right answer.
Damn it.
Oh, I know my Steves.
Yes, see, I would
You
hope
better.
so.
This should be your win today.
Should be.
All right, number 4.
As long as Briones doesn't win, I'm in good shape.
Yeah,
Come on.
exactly. You and Briones tied for first.
Right now, Mace has 2, Andy has 1, and Sedano and Jorge have 0. Number 4. This Steve is a comedian, got a pretty big break as a correspondent.
Sedano. Who is, oh crap, the gray hair. Damn it, his name's Steve. I forgot his last name now.
Jorge.
Steve Martin.
No.
Mason.
Andy.
Stephen Colbert?
Stephen Colbert is the right answer.
Oh, there we go.
worried it
Could
could've
be
been
honest, I
Carell.
led you astray.
You did.
Very worried it could have been Carell.
Well, there's only two comedians that would have come to mind there. So there you go.
Yeah, got a pretty big break as a correspondent on The Daily Show with Jon
that
Stewart.
would have
I
sold
think that's
Yeah.
also Carell, too. That's why.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, that's
Also
true. Excellent point, Andy. Yeah.
Eventually took that over and now is a staple in the late night talk show realm. So that's what that can be. All right, number 5. This Steve is known for one specific genre. He may actually be the greatest writer of all time.
Andy.
Andy.
Stephen King.
Stephen King is the right answer for Andy. You were there, Sedano, but that 0.2 of a second.
That was it. That was it right there.
All right, number 6. This Steve also may be one of the best of his craft. He had a movie. Sedano.
Steven Spielberg.
Steven Spielberg is the right answer.
Let's
and
go.
Sedano on the board.
He had to take a chance. Sedano, I admire
that's
that.
right. Yeah. So Andy 3,
2/10 of a
Mase
second.
2, Sedano 1, Jorge 0. Number 7. There's 3 more. You have to get this one right, Jorge, to stay alive. This Steve is part of a trio. Mason.
Steven Stills.
That's right. It
Yeah.
is Steven
Wow.
Stills.
If you'd been on
Nice job.
Jeopardy, I don't know if that would have been allowed.
Well, I just stumbled a little. Just stumbled.
That's just
Stills.
It is
I mean,
his
come on,
birthday.
it's a hell of a damn pull.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been. It could have
That
been
sounds like
Stephen
complaining
Baldwin.
to me, by the way. Andy was complaining there, I thought.
Andy lose a point.
Andy loses a point.
Flag's been
he does
thrown,
not.
fool.
No. We're gonna let that one go.
Okay.
But don't complain.
What's the score?
Mace 3, Andy 3, Sedano 1, Jorge 0. Jorge, you're out. Sedano, you have to get the last 2.
Yeah.
All right, so number 8. This Steve passed away in 2011. And Sedano.
Steve Jobs.
Steve Jobs is the right answer. Oh, look at that.
Wow. Let's go. Let's go.
Great pull.
That was a fantastic pull. All right, so number 9. You got to get this one, Sedano, to stay alive.
Turn on his
Yeah.
mic.
This Steve has a special place on the Mason and Ireland show. Sedano.
Steve Sachs.
No.
Mason.
Oh, that was a good guess, though.
Steve Mason.
No, not the right answer. So you want to hear the whole question?
Yeah,
it's
please.
just you.
Yeah, go ahead.
This
Just
Steve
you.
has a special place on the Mason Ireland show and really every other show on the station. His entrance music is used to bring the great Michael Thompson onto every
Andy.
show. Andy.
One Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Stone Cold Steve Austin is right. And Andy
with
is
the
the winner
win.
of the game.
Okay, good. I'll take Andy being the winner. I'll take Andy being the winner.
So, and the
I'll take Andy being the winner.
the
I figured
tiebreaker.
you'd have a Dodger in there somewhere.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
you're like a
I don't
Steve
do it on
Sachs.
purpose because you would think that. All right, so
Yeah.
this is the tiebreaker. Really easy. As of this morning, how many Twitter followers exactly does Steve Mason have? Steve?
Me?
Yeah, Mace. How many do you have? Exactly. Closest.
Exactly?
Just closest.
Jeez.
Just closest.
50,000.
50,000? Okay, Andy.
52.
52K. How about Jorge?
52,000? Is that what you meant? Yeah,
Yeah,
not
Jorge.
52.
Once they got rid of the bots, it was down to 52.
48K.
48K. And Sedano.
I'm going to say 53,000.
53,000 was the right guess. It's actually, and I think you went low on purpose, 60,406.
Don't ever pay attention.
Wow.
To that. Yeah, that's nice.
60,400.
Look at that. So I
Thank
would have
all
won.
you people.
Damn it. You would have won if you would have gotten
If I
Steve
wouldn't have
Austin.
jumped on Steve Sachs and listened to the question.
Sedano was so close.
Wow. Nice job, though. Nice
Yeah.
job.
Good
Well,
work.
hopefully, listen, your whole task now, Mason, if you want the alliance to continue, is
Yes.
not let Briones win the rest of the month since I'll be gone the rest of
I will defend you.
You will lose it.
I will defend you.
Andy has a chance to win this, by the way, because you're here a bunch next week.
I do have a chance.
And everything is worth 2 next week.
the Oh.
Now, Shadano, you're
Maybe-
going on a world
You know
tour.
what? Maybe
I saw
I'll,
you do the
maybe
game.
I'll take a Comrex.
I saw you do the game last night. Are you on a world tour now?
Am I on a world tour?
A
No, I'm
world
taking
tour?
vacation.
Oh.
The kids are on spring break starting next week, so we're going on vacation.
Oh, that's nice. Where are you going?
Yeah. We're going to go to Miami. We're going to go to Disney World. We're going to go, I'm going to pop into New York, see some family. I'm going to do a lot of East Coast stuff.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Very nice.
So, how's it at Yama? You know, I love the Yamava people.
Yeah, it's great. There's already a bunch of people out here already. Some
Food?
of our pickleball friends are here as well already. There's Tommy.
I believe it's Yamavanians.
Yamavanians, yeah. Tommy is here. He is part of one of, he's not part of the Circle of Trust. He's part of Cap's Chatlands on the YouTube page.
What's
so he's one of the
Chatlands?
Chatlands. He wears the Sedano and Cap T-shirt, the homemade one. I'm sure you saw that the other day
Oh, I
when you
saw
were
that.
here.
Yeah, Tommy
Yeah.
wore it. Yeah.
Tommy, yeah. Not to be confused with our Tommy, just Tommy.
Right, just Tommy. We have
Yeah.
single Tommy
Yeah.
and double Tommy. So
Correct.
I've got bad news here.
Uh-oh.
On TikTok, there
Hmm.
is a guy who his name is Eno Alark. He claims to be a time traveler, and he has amassed more than 350,000 followers. His forecast for today is that 8,000 people are going to be abducted by a very hostile alien species.
Today?
Today. 8,000 people will be abducted by a hostile alien species.
What time?
He did not give a time. I believe it could be anywhere in the world. It could be like one from each country or something.
Make it a good show,
around
Sedano.
the world.
Yeah, you never know.
He says that this particular post has 3,000 likes.
Ooh.
So it's out there. It's getting traction. Are you
likes that?
Are you afraid of that? By the way, and I'm looking this up, and the banner on the page says "Puff Puff Pass." So that gives you an idea of who's following this. Where do you stand on aliens, Shidano? I don't think we've ever had this conversation.
Is this the time traveler guy?
Time traveler
TikTok?
guy on TikTok. Yeah.
I mean, listen. If the aliens come, then we fight. That's what it is. We brawl. That's how it is. We figure it out. There's got to be something that drives the aliens nuts. Maybe it's like sound, right? And we've got Cappy's megaphone with us here.
It could be Cappy himself.
Yeah, it could be. We could just use this to talk like this to the alien.
Oh, that would scare him.
Right, you never know. Maybe
that would intimidate them.
Yeah, maybe they have issues with hearing. Like they have supersonic hearing.
Well, remember War of the Worlds. Remember how they died?
I don't remember. How did they die?
They got the cold. It was the common cold that killed all the aliens.
I'll just breathe on them. I just came off a sinus infection. I may still have something.
There you go.
Wasn't it water and signs? Just toss water on them.
Right. It was a glass of water and signs. M. Night Shyamalan. That was a ridiculous movie. So,
and we're also here. We're in the IE, so these people here, they will defend the land, and I will defend it with them. Let's go.
Do you believe there's something out there?
Yeah, we can't be the only things. Come on.
Can't be.
I mean, are you serious? You think in this whole universe we're the only things? That seems
well,
ridiculous.
I saw what's his name on Bill Maher a while back. Who's the science guy? Dark hair.
Bill
deGrasse Tyson.
Not Bill Nye. Tyson deGrasse.
Neil deGrasse Tyson. Yeah.
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
And
he
he
2 for 2
said
today on pulling.
What's
names.
that?
I'm 2 for 2 on names today.
You have really pulled some names. Yeah. He says there are billions of planets in our galaxy.
Yeah.
There are billions of galaxies in our universe.
Right.
And there are billions of universes out there.
Right.
If you think about that, there's no effing way that we are alone.
Well, do you watch Rick and Morty at all or no?
No, I don't.
Oh, you would totally love it because I think it's like one of the funniest stoner shows there is. So I love watching it, and even sober. But they do this their whole bit is they're a cartoon grandfather and grandson who time travel, and they go into all these parallel universes where there's different versions of them. It's absolutely hilarious.
And
you need to start from the beginning.
What network?
I want to say Adult Swim. Adult Swim.
Yeah, they've got some funny stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So you can find that, I think, on HBO Max.
I don't watch a lot of cartoon shows.
No, Mase. I'm telling you, you will love this. It is brilliantly written.
Okay, I will check it out. Because I need a good stoner show.
It's what I like to watch it late at night just to laugh and not do anything else, and then to just go to bed afterwards. It's like the perfect show for that.
It's been really popular for a long time.
Yeah, it's like in season 6, I think, at this point. But yeah, you should watch it, Mase. It is. I think they got 10 episodes a season. They're half-an-hour shows. You can get through it very quickly.
Okay, good. I'm in. All right, let's hit the Super Stager.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Are we ready for Sedano and Cap to join Mason and Ireland?
Super Crosstalk begins.
Super Crosstalk, presented by Coors Light. Coors Light, made to chill.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
There we go. That's how we'll fight the aliens.
that will annoy them. All right, don't forget Game of Games is brought to you by Call Jacob. Winning matters. That's why after an accident, you go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Is Cappy face down in a plate of food yet, or are we waiting on that?
No food yet. The food has not arrived yet. Cappy is trying to behave. He wants to know. He actually texts Chris in our group chat what he should not eat, right? Is that what you said?
Well, because last night we had a happy hour at the office, like we got off the air and we had a happy hour, and they brought out all this beautiful pizza and this fried chicken, and everybody was eating it, and I was like, I had to fight to stay away. Not one slice of pizza, not one bite of fried chicken, nothing.
Good for you, man.
Fried
Rhino
chicken
indulgence.
has protein in it.
Guys, that's it. I'm finally serious. Bergie and I are on the Lose It app, and I'm finally serious.
Well, it's funny. I'm down 12 now. It's slowly coming up.
What are you at now?
Slow burn.
198.
Okay.
All right,
and
Mase.
today is the first day that I've been able to. I had a bunch of clothes from Untuck It, which I love that brand. I hope they become a sponsor and stuff like that.
Well, I heard you
shirt.
say that earlier, and then you talked about how expensive
Right,
the shirts
$100.
are.
It isn't $100 for a shirt, but
Right.
that's what I'm talking about. If I'm an endorser,
I
then
mean, it's perfect for a man with a $75 haircut.
But this is
Right,
the.
but if they go back on the podcast and hear you say how expensive it is, they're going to be like, why do we want that guy?
This is the first time I've been able to fit into my Untuck It clothes. Like today, I'm dressed like an adult, grown-up human being. Finally.
You look
Look at
good.
You should call it reasonably priced.
Wow.
Reasonably
rather than-
priced.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, hey, Mase, listen. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you very much.
It's interesting to listen to you talk about how much you like being celebrated on your birthday.
I do.
Very nice. Can I tell you guys all something? Listen to this, George.
Yeah.
So George and I are out here at Yamava.
Yeah.
What you probably don't know is there is a breaking sports story right now happening right here in the Inland Empire. Let me rephrase.
Yeah.
With one of the teams from here in the Inland Empire. A team, George.
The Clippers?
No.
The
no.
G League team is out here?
No. A team. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there
A
we
team
go.
that would never, ever get mentioned on the airwaves of 710 in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Guys, with a minute 48 to go,
Yep.
Cal State University San Bernardino is playing to get to the national championship of the men's Division II college basketball tournament.
Oh, wow.
They're playing against Nova Southeastern.
Of South, right by where you grew up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who is undefeated.
Right.
So Nova Southeastern
Is leading right now 83-77.
34-0. 34-0. Should Cal State San Bernardino pull the upset and knock out this undefeated Nova Southeastern team, they'll move on into the national championship. How do I know this is even happening?
Yeah.
To play against my son's little tiny school, West Liberty University.
Oh, from West Virginia.
Okay. So, but these guys, listen to the story.
This is the Final Four, basically.
Right. The coach from Nova Southeastern used to be the coach at this West Liberty.
Right.
The coach at West Liberty was his superstar point guard.
Right.
So, like, if this Nova Southeastern team beats Cal State San Bernardino, which is 16 minutes from Yamava.
Right. Yeah.
16 minutes from where we are.
Yeah.
That's who's going to be in the Division II.
Oh,
national
okay,
championship.
thanks.
So, so we should all
That
be
is-
rooting for Cal State San
Yeah,
Bernardino.
let's
We're
go.
out
How
here.
much time is left in this game? Only a minute 48, though. Not, and they're down 6. So
Let's
still
go,
got
Cal
time.
State San Bernardino.
Let's go.
Let's go, Cal State San Bernardino. Let's go.
Do you know what their nickname is?
I don't. Do you?
The Fighting
No.
Toreadors. I just looked it up.
Okay.
Are they really?
Their Twitter handle.
No, I
they
made
have,
that up,
They have
actually.
451 Twitter followers. Their Twitter handle is at CSU, like Cal State University, SB San Bernardino,
MBB.
men's basketball.
Yeah.
At Cal State University, San Bernardino men's basketball.
Yeah.
Look at this
They're
game,
the
George.
Coyotes.
83.
The Coyotes.
Oh, thank you, Mace.
Look at this game.
Scott Kaplan's following.
83-77.
Oh, it is. Oh, it's on. Yeah, it's on the TV here. I
Right,
see
that's
it.
why I'm watching
What
it right
channel
here.
is it on? I got to see.
CBS Sports Network. So like, CBS Sports Network.
Yep.
So we're
So
rooting for the
221
Coyotes.
if you have DirecTV.
Yeah, so here we go. Minute 48 to go.
You want to do some play-by-play?
Oh yeah,
No,
let's
you
let
do it.
Cappy.
I
No,
don't-
Cappy, you do it. I want to hear Cappy.
No, I don't do it. George, do it.
I don't know who any of the players are, though.
The team in black is Cal State San Bernardino.
All right, so Cal State San Bernardino
Oh, big
gets
basket.
a basket there. Look at that. Nice little floater there. Timeout Nova Southeastern as the lead is shrunk to 4 with a minute 34 to go in the game. CUSB getting the game within striking distance.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent, George.
Now you're there
All right,
you're there for the NCAA tournament tonight, right?
Yes. There's a game on right now. Michigan State is playing right now. I
No,
believe.
Michigan State,
Yep.
and then you got UCLA coming up.
Right, that's after. Darren Collison is going to be on the show today.
Oh, nice.
that's cool.
Who's going to
Yeah,
guard
he's gonna
Drew
be out
Timmy?
here.
Who's going to guard Drew Timmy?
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know if we're allowed to announce it yet,
Yeah.
but you know that on the day of the championship game,
Yeah.
we're back out here at Yamava.
Get out of here.
And, yes, sir.
Yeah.
And
hopefully it's UCLA.
do you know who's joining us that day?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
I know.
You do?
Who?
Yeah, but I don't. Are we supposed to say it?
I don't think we can say it.
Give us
I
the
don't know if
initials.
we can say it. No, I'll make some guesses.
What about a hint?
Initials.
Can you give us a hint?
Yes, I could give you a hint.
Okay.
Jeez, I'm going to give such an obvious hint, though. I'm
No,
such a
don't.
bad
Yeah,
hint
just don't
giver
do
because
it.
I just give it all away.
Yeah, don't do it. Don't do it.
Can I do this? Do you know?
No, I don't know.
Can I tell you?
Sure.
All right,
Tell
let
him
me
off
tell
the
you.
air. Tell him off the air.
Okay, hold on. Let me
turn
tell
your
you.
mic
off
off.
the
You
air,
guys
and
talk amongst yourselves.
Okay. So there's somebody that's going to be at the broadcast that's not
wow.
confirmed to
I'll
happen.
say this. Here's a hint. Here's
Yep.
a hint. Ready?
Yep.
Hall of Fame NBA player.
Bill Walton.
Okay, that's a terrible hint. That's
Bill
such
Walton.
a terrible hint.
That's a lot. There's a lot of Hall of Famers.
That's the whole reason that's a terrible
But
hint.
that's you don't want to let people know because we're not supposed to tell people yet. So that's a good hint. Like that's a good Mason. If I told you a Hall of Fame, NBA
I said Bill
player
Walton.
was
Is
gonna
it
be
Bill
a-
Walton?
It's not Bill Walton.
It's not Bill
Okay.
Walton. But that in itself already perks your interest a little bit, right?
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Is it Shaq?
I would love to have Bill Walton because Bill Walton could have do his whole Jaime Jaquez.
Oh my God, we literally wouldn't have to do a show.
Okay,
It'd
I
be
would
great.
love that.
Is it a Hall of Famer from UCLA?
No,
Nope.
but he was a Laker once.
He was a Laker.
Come on,
once.
George.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
Come on,
Hall of
George.
Well, they have to have a
Famer
connection, right?
Was
To like
once a
here.
Laker.
You don't want
That's
me to-
it. We're done.
See, if I gave away a hint, it would have been one hint. I would have just given it away. Terrible hint giver.
Right. But me, I'm giving him more.
Well, it
Yeah,
seems like
little
you've
tiny
already
ones.
revealed a lot of information about this show you weren't supposed to announce.
Well, but we haven't said exactly who it is, so
Now,
we're good now.
Here's
Let
what's
me see
interesting.
if I'm allowed to announce it.
So, former Laker who's a Hall of Famer. There you go.
Former, like you said, was once a Laker. That could mean they were like a Laker lifer, like a James Worthy, or somebody who's
Karl
a Hall
Malone.
of Famer who played.
Karl Malone.
It's probably not Karl Malone.
I'm not telling you who it is.
All right, just tell him it's Karl Malone.
No, it's not Karl Malone, actually.
Stockton. Who'd you say?
John Stockton didn't
John
play
Stockton
for the
never
Lakers.
played for the Lakers, man. Yeah, just throwing names.
Mitch Richmond.
Oh, Nova Southeastern just got on the board, 84-79,
Oh,
and they just
no.
swatted away Cal State San Bernardino.
Come on, Cal State San Bernardino. Let's go.
So there's 45.8 seconds left. 5-point lead for Nova Southeastern, the 1 seed. Cal State San Bernardino is the 4 seed, but the Sharks of Nova Southeastern are going to the free throw line here, Mace.
I am. I cannot find it on TV. I don't know. I don't even know if we
221
get
on
CBS.
DirecTV.
221.
Yes, we do.
Let's put this
CBS
game
Sports
on
Network.
because
Yeah.
I'm
All
on
right,
the.
that's a big miss free
We're
throw
on the
right there,
edge
George.
of
Oh,
our
they did. They
collective
missed a
seats
big
right now.
free throw.
Yeah.
So they've missed a free throw. Still a 5-point game, 45.8 seconds. How many timeouts? So Cal State San Bernardino has 1. Nova Southeastern has 2. Oh, he rattles the second one home. 6-point lead. Still a game, 2-possession game. Cal State San Bernardino to inbound.
Just to reset, Cal State San Bernardino playing in the
Final four of the men's Division II tournament.
and they're playing against undefeated Nova Southeastern, 34-0.
16 minutes away, yes, from Yamava. So here we go. They've crossed the half-court line. They shoot it from 3 from the right wing. Short. Rebound. Cal State San Bernardino back up and
Yes.
in off
Okay.
the glass. Timeout. Nova
it's
Southeastern
4-point
is
lead?
still a 4-point game with 34.6 to go.
Boy, Shadon, you paint a picture, man.
really do.
You really do.
George
Telling
did a
you.
great job yesterday during the broadcast, the ESPN broadcast of Lakers Suns. He worked in both sideline commentary and factoids.
Right, because
And
Jared
an
Vanderbilt
update.
stole the ball in the middle of my report. So
And he
Did,
provided up-to-date information as well as commentary. It was great work.
What the play-by-play guy, Mark Jones.
Mark Jones, right.
Does he have a big ego like afterwards? He goes, "Hey, Sedano,
not at all.
don't you ever freaking
Not-
do play-by-play?"
Don't you
Not
take
at
a
all,
call away
right?
from me.
As a matter of fact,
I'm
you know
Jonesy,
who's been,
damn it.
Mark Jones has probably been as helpful as anyone in my venture of trying to do play-by-play.
Oh, that's
Hey,
nice.
George, come here. Let me talk to you a second. Hey, if you ever
No, he's not that.
in the middle of an injury report, turn around and do a play-by-play
Yeah.
instead of getting it back to me,
Yeah.
we got problems.
No, that's not Jonesy at all. Jonesy's a man of the people.
Who was the analyst on that game?
Mark Jackson.
Mark Jackson. Oh yeah, I watched that game last night. I elected to watch the George. I call it the Shadano version of the game, as opposed to
really?
the Spectrum version of the game. I
The
like to see
Trudell
George
version
on
of the
TV.
game.
Yeah,
I actually
the
watched
Trudell
both.
version.
Yeah.
See, that's it.
You switch
I
back
tell
and
you
forth?
all
I
the
do.
time.
Trudell is not everybody's favorite sideline
I
reporter.
disagree. I think Trudell is everyone's favorite sideline
he's
reporter.
your
What do
favorite
you
sideline
think, Mase?
reporter. Mason
I am
clearly prefers
I'm
you.
a big Trudell fan, although he did not invite me to his birthday party.
That's true.
That's right.
That's
Yeah,
true.
so
At
I
the
do hold
Ireland
a grudge.
compound.
Yeah.
So is that why you switched to me yesterday?
Yeah, that's why. No, you know what I like? This is actually interesting. Sometimes I like to get a national perspective on the
I
Lakers,
agree.
as opposed to, I won't say like a Homer version, but like the L.A. sort of view of it. I like to get that national view sometimes, and that's why I watched ESPN last night.
That is specifically why I went back and forth. I watched the first half ESPN and I watched the second half Spectrum. Because I love Billy Mack and Stu. I love them together. Loved them for years. But sometimes it is interesting to hear how the national guys are talking about the Lakers, because I hear so much of the local coverage.
I feel like Mark Jackson was echoing what everybody in L.A. said about Anthony Davis in the first half. Like, why isn't he being more aggressive? That was literally the whole first half.
He
And
heard
then
it
when he
because
was
then
doing
in the third quarter, Anthony Davis got very aggressive.
Yeah, and he's like, this is what I need from him every game, is what Mark kept saying.
Yeah. All right, George, get us set up here. There's
There's another timeout on the floor.
Okay.
So Cal State San Bernardino, no more timeouts. Nova Southeastern still has one. It's the Final Four. This is the semifinals of the Division II championship. San Bernardino on defense at the moment. The Sharks of Nova Southeastern will inbound. They get it inbounded. They're trying to trap him in the backcourt, and there is a whistle, a foul on the play. So the Sharks of Nova Southeastern, fouled in the backcourt, will go to the free throw line.
Are they playing the foul game now?
Now it's a foul game.
Yeah.
Yep, the foul game.
That's all Cal State San Bernardino can do.
They have no more timeouts. So, right. They have to hope that they miss. But the little point guard is the one that's going to the free throw line, and my guess is the little point guard is probably a good free throw shooter.
Hey, shout out to Cal State San Bernardino, because let me tell you again, we would, if we weren't out here and it wasn't on the TV here at the 909 at Yamava, we wouldn't know about this.
Dallas Graziani at the free throw line. He's only a 69% free throw shooter, 4 of 6 today, Cappy. First free throw is good, nothing but net.
Yeah.
5-point lead now, 33 seconds to go.
What a great moment in the history of Cal State San Bernardino sports.
Shout out to the IE, Mase.
The game being broadcast essentially right now.
Did you say Darren Collison's coming in with you guys?
A little later, yes.
He's an IE guy. So he's going to be excited by this.
Yes,
he is.
Second free throw is good as
my.
well. So the lead back to 6, 33 seconds to go. No more timeouts for Cal State San Bernardino.
Come on, San Bernardino.
So
Let's go, SB.
they'll need a quick score here and then play the foul game again. 33 seconds again in the game. They inbound it to cross the free throw line, cross the timeline. Out to the left wing, three-pointer on the way. It's good! Nothing but net. He buries that one. 3-point game. Oh, but one of the Sharks leaks out for a dunk, a two-hand slam, and extends the lead back from 3 to 5 with 25 seconds to go.
God, that happened so fast.
My goodness. Great outlet pass there by the Sharks, and now the officials are grabbing the ball for some reason. I don't have audio, so I don't know what the hell's happening. But they're going to the scorer's table for some reason. Are they going to check to see if that was a 3?
To see if the 3 from Cal State San Bernardino
was a 3. Oh, no, wait. Oh, no, they want to see if he inbounded it. Well, if he was completely out of bounds before he inbounded it.
I mean,
he looked like he had both feet out of bounds.
That was a Hail Mary and an easy two-handed dunk for Nova Southeastern.
By the way, this is live and breaking coverage. We're not going anywhere until this game's over.
Yeah.
Man, I'm with you.
San Bernardino had it for a second, too, but they let a guy leak out, man.
All right, let's take a look here, George, on the replay. Does he have both feet out of
what
bounds?
What a great pass.
Yeah. I mean, that was
full
perfect.
court almost.
That was perfect.
Yeah. Cappy, you're doing great analysis.
Yeah,
right,
good
Case?
analysis, Cappy.
You know who I patterned myself after?
Who?
Is from the Cincinnati Bengals. Their color commentator on radio, a guy by the name of Dave Lapham.
Oh, yeah.
He always talks over the play-by-play guy.
Yeah, you do that
with
a lot.
Grunting.
All right,
you know?
So it's 89-84, 22 seconds. Here's San Bernardino. Straight on three-pointer is good! And it's a 2-point game with 19 seconds to go. They inbound and they foul quickly on the Sharks. A 2-point game, 17.5 seconds. All of a sudden, Cal State San Bernardino's hit back-to-back three-pointers.
Wow.
They wanted a foul. They wanted a 4-point play, but the officials did not give them that call. But the Sharks take their last timeout. Again, San Bernardino still in this. If Nova Southeastern misses one free throw, Cal State San Bernardino will have a chance to tie this and send it into overtime in the semifinal of the Division II Men's National Championship.
What a fortunate moment we find ourselves in, broadcasting this afternoon from Yamava Resort and Casino in the 909. And 16 minutes down the road, Cal State San Bernardino is playing to get into the national championship of the Division II Men's Basketball Championship.
Indeed, what a fortunate moment we find ourselves in.
I mean, you never know, Mase. I mean, listen, it's very rare we have these moments during the show
It
where
is
there's
true.
big stakes
It
at
is
hand.
true.
Okay?
Mace, only 17.5 seconds
Oh, look,
to go
I'm
before
here.
you
I'm
can get
here
out
for
of
the.
here.
I'm riding this thing out, man.
I mean, come on, Mase. You know, you got to be in on
I'm not going anywhere.
We're glued to our chairs
I
here.
don't have it on TV. I can't find the channel. But I'm-
Without you guys, we'll never know what happened.
Cal State San Bernardino trailing by 2, 89-87, 17.5 seconds to go in the semifinal of the Division II Men's National Championship. They haven't led since 7-5. So here's another inbound because they weren't in the bonus yet, Nova Southeastern. So they'll have to inbound again, and San Bernardino's going to have to foul quickly again.
George, Nova Southeastern's undefeated season on the line right here, 34-0. Can they make it to the national title game?
The officials are holding this thing up. Let's go, officials. Come on.
Hey,
Let's
come on,
go.
Don't
Zebras,
you know we
let's
got
go.
a show to do here?
Come on. What is he looking at, this guy?
I don't know. He's looking at something again.
Officials
I think
suck.
he wants to. So they're still checking to see if he had. Oh, I think I see what they're doing.
What are they doing?
What are
I
they
think
doing?
they're checking to see if he stepped out of bounds before they fouled him.
I think they're trying to say that they should have more time on the clock.
I mean, that's possible too. But he extended his foot near the line, so it's probably a combination of both.
Okay.
In the interim, Greg, why did you text me Pac-12 Oregon State?
Don't worry about it.
Well, wait a minute. Oh,
Yeah. That was just for you for a reason.
yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Uh-huh. That does
What do
make
the
sense
Beavers
now.
have to do with anything?
Lindsay got it. I can hear her laughing in the background.
We won't
Lindsay
go
got
any further. We don't want to spoil your gig.
Okay.
But we narrowed it down.
Hearing her laugh.
I think you guys figured it out now.
Yes, we did.
I have no idea what you guys are talking about. I just know there's a lot of
right.
Beaver fans in Southern California.
Yes,
That's
there
all I
are.
know.
Yep, I know. I know.
Well, someone would have had to have been listening like 20 minutes
Oh,
ago.
I know.
at
It's
this point to get
nobody's
that.
nobody's
Yeah.
going to get it, but we all know it now.
All right, so 14 and a half seconds. They took time off the clock, actually. Nova Southeastern 89, Cal State San Bernardino 87 in the semifinal of the Division II Men's Championship. Will Yoakum at the line, Mace. He's an 82.6% free throw shooter on the season, and he's going to try to clinch this. If he hits both free throws, it's probably going to be over, barring a miracle for Cal State San Bernardino.
How do you know his free throw stats?
Because they put it up
Putting
on
it
the
up on
Oh,
screen.
I can't read that far.
Yeah,
I need
it's
my
up on-
glasses.
up on the screen.
Shadano's good. Don't question it. He knows what he's doing. He's learned from Jonesy. He's learned from the best.
Yeah.
Mike Breen, too. Don't
Mike
forget
Breen.
that.
Wow.
Bang. Exactly.
Legend. Maybe if Cal State San Bernardino wins this, I'll give a double bang, maybe even a triple bang.
Nice. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah, triple bang. If they win this,
You'll triple bang.
triple bang. She bangs, like Ricky Martin once said.
Yes.
Wow. Here
All
we
right,
go, George.
So here's Yoakum, first free throw, good. Wow, that was like perfect.
Come
So
on,
if he
Cal
makes
State
this,
San
it's
Bernardino.
over.
3-point game. I mean, they could shoot a three and get fouled.
Yeah,
if
true.
They make it. It could be a 4-point play. But 4 games decided by single digits for Nova Southeastern, so they're good in the clutch. Second free throw is good. 14.8 seconds to go. Here comes Cal State San Bernardino trailing by 4. They need a miracle here. They need a 3 and a foul. And if you're Nova Southeastern, just stay away from the shooter, basically.
I need a miracle every day.
Why would you even guard anybody at this
Yeah,
point?
why would you guard
so
anybody
Here
if
they come.
it's
Here
4?
comes Cal State San Bernardino across the timeline. They're going to go for the quick 2? No.
Oh, no, what is he
doing?
doing?
They kick it out for 3. They get fouled on the 3-point.
No.
No call.
Oh, my
Wow.
God.
They're
This
letting
whole-
them play. They're
Oh, my
like
God.
tackling
It's
each
over.
other out there.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over.
what
No
a-
joke, Mace. They literally
Yeah, I
hit each
know.
other,
Bodies were flying.
and they were
Carnage.
tackling each other.
Was
and
it a missed call?
Oh, I mean, he definitely got fouled on the 3, but he didn't make it, so it didn't matter.
But the Cal
Ireland would
State
be
San
going crazy
Bernardino
on this
player.
call. Like, this would
The
upset
Cal-
Ireland so much, fouling on a 3. Like, we know how he feels about this.
Oh yeah, this would
But
get
the-
him worked up into lather.
The Cal State San Bernardino player,
like
he
off the
drove the
race.
lane and then he kicked it out. What
Oh, no,
was
he
he doing?
kicked his leg out, so that's probably why they didn't give him the call.
So
Oh,
the
man. Cal State San
miracle
Bernardino.
undefeated season of Nova
Continues.
continues.
Yeah, and
What a
unfortunately for the folks here at Cal State San Bernardino, they're going to go down with a loss on this one. So.
Well, listen, I found that to be one of the most dramatic Supercross
That has been
stocks
live
I've ever
coverage.
experienced.
Yeah.
What a fortunate
Live
moment
coverage.
we find ourselves
I mean,
in.
how do you
Yeah.
how do you rate Cappy as an analyst there, Mason? In AK?
Just for that line, what a fortunate moment we find
That was
ourselves in.
phenomenal.
That's worth
Right.
the price of admission right
That's
there.
a scene set for you, Mace.
It's a scene
AK?
set, exactly.
Phenomenal.
I mean, maybe when I do my next ESPN radio game, I'm going to tell the folks in Bristol, you know what? Why not Kaplan? Let's go.
Why not?
Don't worry about like Tim Legler or any of those guys that you'd pair me with on those games.
I just want to hear
Kaplan.
you use the line, what a fortunate moment we find ourselves in.
Every show. That should come up every show.
All right, we're gonna turn it all over to these guys. Yamava is the
Mace.
place to be tonight. Yeah, Cappy.
Mace, real quick.
Yeah.
Wait, they're reviewing this thing now.
No, really?
No.
They are. They're reviewing the 3-point shot. Because
Don't-
there was like 9 seconds
Laura's
left when he
making
got
the
hit.
break sign. No, Laura, we
Don't go
cannot
anywhere.
go to break.
No, we
Don't-
can't go to break,
don't
Laura.
go
Sorry.
anywhere.
Cal
No.
State San Bernardino is in a big moment here. We're in the IE. We got to take care of these guys.
We're not
the
bigger
folks
than the
listening.
IE, Laura.
Exactly, Laura.
Take care
So
of
they're
San
talking-
Bernardino.
The clock is
one love
busted.
IE. One love IE. Yeah, yeah. One love IE.
There you go.
Yeah,
They have
yeah.
T-shirts that say "One Love IE."
One love IE.
Yeah,
How's the review?
it's still going.
Still going. Reviews take forever.
You hear that? One love IE.
There you go.
Yep.
There you
he
go.
is. One love I.
I got the One Love IE guys over here.
Yeah, their shirts are fresh.
Justin and Naz.
Where are we on this review?
They're still reviewing at
Oh
the
my
moment.
God.
Yeah, sorry.
This is unbelievable.
I mean, there's nothing I can do.
All right,
here,
I'll
Mace.
tell you
I-
what. We're you guys are.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh!
Wait a second. There's. It looks like one of the San Bernardino players is shaking his head in disgust here.
Oh no.
That doesn't sound
That's
good.
never a good sign.
No.
And the Sharks of Nova Southeastern, they're dapping each other up. But the
yeah.
officials still huddling up over the screen at the moment. But I think they feel confident. The Sharks over. Oh man, they're laughing it up. They're yucking it up over there.
So this Nova Southeastern guy's got the most amazing mustache.
Nova's got this thing on ice.
They might. They
Yeah.
might. Hold on. Oh, no. You know what? They're looking for a flagrant foul. Because,
come on.
Yeah, they're looking at a flagrant foul because after the shot, after they didn't get the foul call on the 3, and they threw the long outlet pass,
Yep.
one of the Cal State San Bernardino guys literally
decked the dude.
leaned put his shoulder into the guy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Laura's
Yeah.
head is
Didn't
going to
deck him.
explode.
Relax. Let's not go that
Laura's
far.
head is going to
Put us out of our
explode.
misery. All of us Cal State San Bernardino fans, just put us out of our misery. We
I know,
get it.
just
We
tell-
lost. Let's go.
Oh, no, they're huddling up.
No,
They're huddling up.
it's not over.
I mean, I've seen teams huddle. That doesn't mean the game is over, I would imagine, Laura.
Oh, my goodness.
We've actually got Mark Cates and
Why is my name being brought up? I'm over here.
No,
like,
your head's going to explode.
No.
Matt
I want to know.
Burke
I
and
want to know.
Mark
Do you
Cates
know
are
what
here.
his
They're
name is?
hanging
What is
on
his
this
name?
play.
What is his name in the
Matt
Blackwood.
Burke.
Yeah,
Matt,
Matt.
okay, good.
Yeah, no, I know Matt Burke.
Are they in the studio listening?
They
right
are
now?
in the studio.
People are actually
the edge
gathering
of their
around
seat.
the studio to
I
find
mean, listen,
out what's
Cal
going
State
on.
San Bernardino has never gotten this kind of coverage on any radio station in
Ever.
Southern California.
That was my point.
I didn't even
That
think they
was
were
my
broadcast.
point.
Here come the
They don't even
officials,
have
Mace. Here
broadcast
come the
rights.
officials.
Okay, this
Hold
is
on.
it. This is everything.
Here come the officials.
Here we
They don't
go.
have any broadcast rights, is my guess. They have 451 Twitter followers.
Right.
One of them's
You
Kaplan.
gotta at CSU SBMBB.
There you go. That's
There
what
you
you
go,
can.
if
You
you wanna
can give
follow
them
along.
more than
Yeah.
451.
Yeah.
So
What's
we still got. I don't know, Mace. I don't have volume.
This is one
so
of the
hold on a
longest
second.
reviews.
Oh my
Dude,
goodness!
they got to
yeah.
get it right. They got to get it right. This is to go to the national championship of the Division II men's Final
Semis.
Four.
Yeah, the semis. Yeah. Oh, here comes the official
Okay,
again. Now is
here
he
we
going to
go.
explain to the broadcast table?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to the broadcast table.
Okay.
So he's
They have
talking
no
to those
broadcast
guys.
rights.
Who's the coach
So
right
I'm
there?
not
What's
sure
his
they-
name?
I don't know who that is.
No, I've worked with that guy. He used to be the Rutgers coach. What's that guy's name?
I don't know.
Oh man, what's that guy's
Ted
name?
Kalinsky.
No,
No. Just took a shot.
not that guy.
Oh, not
All
Ted
right. So
Kalinsky.
what are they doing here? They're going to go. Somebody shooting free throws?
They're asking the broadcasters what they
Three
should do.
free
it
throws?
Hold on. Let me see who's shooting the free throws. Are they going to call the foul on the guy
Yes.
who shot the?
Call it, because then San Bernardino gets
Can
to hit-
tie.
Oh man! I mean, they keep showing that replay of the shooter getting fouled.
That's a three. He's got three. He should have three
but then
free throws.
they show here where they
That play shouldn't
threw
have
a
happened.
shoulder in there
That play should not have happened.
on the San Bernardino guy on
Whistle
the other
should have
side
blown.
on the outlet pass.
Yeah.
Should be 3 shots for San Bernardino.
You know what's weird? I feel like I'm there. I actually feel like
We're
I'm
painting
at
the
this
right
game.
picture for you?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's amazing the job you're doing right now. I can only imagine the people at Yamava are thrilled that they're getting live Division II.
No. I feel like I'm in that
Everybody
huddle.
here is watching.
I'm in the huddle right now.
Oh, there's 1 second left. They've put 1 second back on the clock.
1 second back on the clock.
Okay, but let's see who has the ball.
Yeah.
Because they're not showing that yet. I want to see who has the ball.
Lars,
they're shooting free
Lars'
throws.
head
It's
is
over.
definitely going to explode.
It's over. See you later.
It's over.
Yeah.
All right.
It's over.
Damn
Sorry,
it.
Cal State San Bernardino.
Yeah, Nova Southeastern's going to win because they just went up by 5 with 1 second left.
Let me
so
tell
it's
you,
all over.
Supercross Talk is brought to you by Coors Light, and they got their money's worth today.
Sure did.
Oh, let me tell you something. If Ireland were here, he would have left a long time ago.
No, I'm a grinder, man. I was wrapped up in that game.
Even on your birthday, you stayed extra.
Hell yes.
You know what, Mase?
What?
You're a pretty good guy.
Yeah, not bad.
You're
Not
okay
bad.
in my book too. All right, Supercross Talk, brought to you by Coors Light, keeping Southern California chill all season long. Happy birthday to me. See you tomorrow, 7:10 ESPN.